We are live. Dodger baseball versus the Padres live here. In about 10 minutes, the game will start. Dodgers looking for the sweep against the Padres. I'm from San Diego. I'm a big Dodgers fan, so this is a big deal for me. One of my best buddies in the world and I have a bet for every series the Dodgers play the Padres. I've already won that bet for this year. Won them all last year, too. Sucks to be you Padres fans. Anyway, Bauer Outage expected in the forecast today. The man, Trevor Bauer, last year's 2020 National League Cy Young Award winner with the Reds. We're going to be talking about him and what they're talking about with the baseballs today. Mookie Betts with the unbelievable catch to end the game last night. Boy, catches on the heel. He thinks he's going to pop out. He's still sliding, grabs the ball, holds on. 2 runs would have scored, would have tied up the game. Beautiful San Diego, California is the host city for today's game. I'm glad you're here. If you're watching on the replay, we do this live. Weekdays, Dodger games when I can. In the evenings, we go. We also do the Sunday night game of the week, which we'll be doing tonight. It's the Braves versus the Cubs. And I've got another show called Creator Talk too. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We do lots of sports. We do lots of Disney. Pro Manhattan in the house. What's going on? Thank you so much. My YouTube crush in the chat. What's going on? I appreciate you so much for being here. Listen, this is going to be a lot of fun. 3 hours of baseball, followed by 3 hours of baseball, followed by about an hour of Creator Talk Live. I'm already sick of me. I hope you're not sick of me too, but I would be if I were you. Nate Campbell in the house. What's going on? Welcome in. Trevor Bauer versus Blake Snell. 2 Cy Young Award winners. I'm watching the Padres broadcast, and that's what they're showing right now. 2020 Cy Young Award winner Trevor Bauer. 2018 Cy Young Award winner Blake Snell. Neither were with the Padres or the Dodgers then, but it should be a good one. Blake Snell, when he signed, or when he got picked up, when the Padres got him, he said, I'm looking forward to playing again against the Dodgers. The last time we saw him as a Dodger was Game 6, 2020 World Series. They're showing it on the screen right now on the San Diego broadcast. And he was pulled out after 5 1/3. He'd only given up 2 hits, no walks, struck out 9, and they pulled him. He was unhappy then. Interesting enough, those emotions will certainly be a part of what's going on today. The Dodgers are hoping for a sweep, so Blake's got to stop that, right? And he didn't make it out of the first inning with his last start. So Blake Snell is elite, but boy, it's been interesting. Hope the missus feels better. Richard, thank you so much for that. Yeah, she's downstairs right now, and she's doing a little better. She's not good. We got a couple doctor's appointments this week, but much, much better. And I appreciate you asking, Richard. Thank you for that. It means a lot to me. So yeah, if you're wondering what we're talking about, my wife, who's part of this channel, has been a little under the weather. And if you're wondering where the heck I've been, that's why I haven't been live as much. I even had a show this night I had to cancel. But she's doing much better, and we're hopeful that we're getting close to getting her back to normal. But thank you, Richard, for that. So anyway, my name is Jeff. Dole with Dad is this channel. Lots of Disney, lots of positivity, lots of sports, NFL watch party. I'm one of 3 people that goes live on Thursday nights during the football season. My buddy Pete McDevitt, who may or may not join us today on the show, he goes live tonight interviewing some Disney creators. D&G Explorers are going to be tonight. You definitely want to check that out. Pete McDevitt. On his channel, we do NFL watch party during the football season with my buddy Kelly Myers from Myers and the Mouse. The 3 of us do it. We bring in other guests. A lot of other people are part of the show too. Anyway, we will be doing an NFL draft party on Pete's channel here the night of the draft. The first round's Thursday. The other rounds are Friday. We'll be doing that live on his channel. I'm going to, and I'm announcing here for the first time because I just talked to Pete, we're going to be doing a mock draft soon. It'll be Thursday night coming up on my channel, and I'll probably post about that here on the channel today. A lot of promoing what's coming up because the game hasn't started yet. To continue with that, Major League Baseball game of the week, ESPN, every Sunday night I go live. I didn't go live because I was in the ER with my wife last week, but we'll go live when we're not in the ER. I guess I should put on there. Yeah, we do the NFL game, or the MLB game of the week on ESPN. It's the Braves versus the Cubbies. That'll be a lot of fun. And again, I do lots of Dodger games, at least the evening weeknight games, because I can then. Where is Reagan? She's downstairs with her mama, just having fun. Thanks for asking, Nate. Anyway, so should be a lot of fun. And then Creator Talk Live is a show we do every Sunday night. If you're a veteran of the show, you know all these, or the channel, you know all these things. Thanks for a bunch of the members. Francisco's here. Thanks for being a member of the channel. Everybody else who's members of the channel, thank you. If you're going to ninja mode and watch it with me in the background, that's cool. I'll be watching the Padres versus the Dodgers live, providing commentary, not so much play-by-play because of the delay. Let's be real. There's a delay of at least 10 seconds after I see it that you'll hear me saying it. After I say it, you don't see it for 10 seconds. So if you're watching the game, you already know what happened. Plus, I watch it on YouTube TV which adds 10 seconds there. So I'm a good 30 seconds behind the actual live play if you're watching it live. If you're at the stadium or you're watching on TV, you already see it before I see it, or at least before you see me react to it because of the delay YouTube plays. All right. Jeff, the Reds are winning. Yes, I did see that, Nate. The Reds, I have high hopes for. I really like Luis Castillo. I see him being a Cy Young Award candidate if he puts his stuff together. I really like their lineup. I think good things of the Reds. So, yeah, you've got a chance to have a good season there, my man. Trying to pull up the score so I can show you. So, anyway, should be fun. Again, my buddy Pete will be going live tonight with D and G Explorers. He's going to be interviewing them in a little bit, and he may show up live here. He and I do the NFL watch party that I talked about, and we'll be doing a Thursday night show during the NFL draft. That'll be a lot of fun. So if you want to stick around for that, subscribe to my channel and check out Pete's channel as well. Last night, the Dodgers were yelling at jerks and Profar, specifically Clayton Kershaw. And it was interesting. The night before, we actually have benches clearing. I wouldn't call the benches clearing brawl because there was no brawling, but the benches did clear. I find that interesting. 19 games the Dodgers are going to play the Padres, 19 games per season. 2-0 Dodgers, but fireworks in both. The first game, unbelievably wild, ends up in extra innings. Last night, pitchers duel. Lots of awesome stuff going on in the Dodgers-Padres so far this year. 17 more games to go. The Dodgers will win today and sweep, or the Padres will pick up one. We'll find out together. Blake versus Bauer. Bauer outage or Blake's revenge. We'll find out. They're showing the catch on the Padre broadcast right now. What a catch. Yeah. So it hits in his heel and his hand goes to cover. Great play. Great play. Love it, love it, love it. So anyway, let me know if you are in chat, who you rooting for. Are you a Dodger fan or are you a Padre fan? Heck, maybe you're just here to have some fun. You don't even like either team. That's cool with me. And again, if you're interested in the Cubbies or the Braves, we will be playing that game later tonight. Doing the same thing. Should be a lot of fun. Round 3 coming at you in a couple minutes. Rob in the house. Hey, Rob, what's going on, my man? Hope you're having a great day. Rob, member of the channel, is also known as Disney Blog. So you guys, if you're here for Disney, you got to check out Rob. He's a great friend and a good guy. What's the Reds your favorite? My favorite player in the Reds right now or all time? My favorite all-time Red. I met Pete Rose back in the day. Didn't love him when I was a kid. Loved to watch him play, though. Wouldn't call him my favorite player. Let me think. My favorite all-time Red. Really enjoyed Joey Votto when he was doing well. Just because he has a big personality. Love Trevor Bauer. I do now, and I did when he was there. My all-time favorite Red, Johnny Bench is iconic. I might be doing a video about Johnny Bench, actually. I'm trying to decide if I want to put that kind of sports content on here or not, but not Joe Morgan. Never liked Joe Morgan because he was a Dodger killer. Favorite Red? Nate, that's a great question. It might be Pete, more I think about it. I sure loved how he played. I love Derek Dietrich. He's not nearly a big star as we're talking about, but loved him. He was on the Reds for a while. I might have to go with Pete. That bugs me. I met him as a kiddo, and he disappointed me greatly. I was not a fan. I can't pick Pete. I loved how he played it. I love Davey Concepcion. I was a fan of George Foster for a while. Griffey, I'm a big Griffey fan. He was on the Reds for a while. Honestly, probably be Griffey. Love Griffey. You got to meet Griffey. Really neat man. Probably go with Ken Griffey. How about you, Nate? I want to know who's your favorite Reds fan. Got to say Pete if we focus on the field. Pete Rose, yeah. As a player, I wanted to play like him as a kid, I remember in 78, his 44-game hitting streak. I remember watching that. Being in awe of that. What a stud. It's an all-star at many, many positions. All-star at third, all-star at first, all-star at second, all-star in the outfield. Won an MVP back in the day. Big fan of his game. Didn't love him still don't love his attitude. Yeah, that's rough. I don't know. That's rough. Hard for me to be a Pete fan. And when you play a game like that, like he did, it was so my style. It was so what I was going to be attracted to. Yeah, no, not Pete for me. Not Pete for me. All right, Blake Snell on the hill. The game's going to get started here shortly. So again, if you're just getting here, last time the Dodgers saw Blake Snell, he was filthy, gave up 1 hit. I don't think he walked anybody, struck out like 9 and 6 1/3. I hope I have that right. I think I have that right. And Blake Snell gets pulled from the game in Game 6, and we end up going on to win the World Championship last year. Yeah, they're showing the video of him saying words that you don't want to see on TV. Where is Pat? Who's Pat? What do you mean? Pat who? I don't know. Where is Pat? I don't know what you're talking about, Nate. Padres are in their camo gear, looking pretty freaking sweet. I'm not going to lie. Here's a surprise. 73 and beautiful in lovely San Diego. I am from San Diego. I've mentioned it before. Do you love the Chiefs? I do not. I despise the Chiefs because I'm a Chargers fan. Nothing against the Chiefs. They're just in my Chargers division. I'm a Chargers fan from San Diego who roots for the Cowboys because I live here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Mookie Betts about to step in against Blake Snell. Should be good. Betts already hitting 293. Seager, Turner, Smith, Taylor, Muncy, Pollock. Some guy named Sheldon Noose at second. I've never heard of him, and I'm a Dodger big fan. So he's brand new. Obviously, Gavin Lux, a little hurt, and he hits left-handed. I'm surprised they didn't put CT over there, but they needed him in center today. Interesting. We'll check him out. I don't know anything about the kid, so we'll learn together. And then, obviously, Trevor Bauer going to be hitting ninth. Trevor versus Blake, Snell versus Bauer, Cy versus Cy. This should be really good. It's interesting. I've got the Dodger broadcast on my phone, and I've got the Padre broadcast up on the TV because I wanted to see if there was more of a delay. Blake is throwing pitch 2, insider baseball stuff, right? Pitch 2 is already done and over here on the Dodgers broadcast. I had to make sure I wasn't lying. The Padres broadcast, he hasn't even thrown the first pitch yet. Interesting. So Blake is throwing the first pitch right now on the Padres broadcast on YouTube TV, on my YouTube TV on my phone, Dodger broadcast, it's already 3-0 to Mookie Betts. I don't know if you guys are going to care about it. BDF. Hey, Keith, what's going on, my man? Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for dropping by. Anyway, Nate, I don't love the Chiefs. I did love Derek Thomas back in the day, and I do love Patrick Mahomes, how he plays the game, but I don't like it when he's playing against my team because he's better than my team's quarterback. Mookie 3-0 takes one down the middle, and Blake has thrown his first strike of the day. Jeff, the Reds are the best team ever. I mean, other than the Yankees and the Dodgers, you can make an argument. We got a bunch of friends who are Reds fans. No. They were the big red machine back in the 70s, though. George Foster and Dan Dreesen and Joe Morgan and, let's see, Davey Concepcion and Pete Rose over at third. Little ground ball right in front of the catcher. The catcher, Carantini, makes the play, 1 out in the first. So anyway, who else was on that team? George Foster, what did he hit? 50 bombs and 78, 79, 80, something like that. I got to meet George Foster. I didn't get to talk to him, but I got to see him a little bit at an event at spring training, and boy, he was grumpy that day. That was funny. J.K. Taps in the house. What's going on? Cardinals have a crazy history. They do. So I grew up in a household that I was a Dodger fan, but my dad was a Cardinals fan. So I've got a lot of love for the Cardinals because I followed them because my dad was such a big, Cardinals fan. One of the best teams of all time, no doubt. One of the best records of all time, no doubt. Stan the Man, usually the greatest Cardinal ever. My dad actually was a vendor in St. Louis. I've got some pretty cool old Cardinal memorabilia, mostly not from my dad, but because of my dad, because I would collect it because he loved it too. His favorite all-time player was a guy named Enos Slaughter, who's in the Hall of Fame. And it was a long time ago. I'm looking at some Stan Musial, Enos Slaughter stuff up on my wall here. Anyway, appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. The Dodgers versus the Padres. We're just at the top of the first. Blake Snell throwing to Corey Seager, and looks like we're going to have 1 up, 1 down, 2 up, 2 down. Seager's out. Turner coming to bat with 2 outs now. From the Mickey Bunch is one of my guests on my birthday screen. Nice. I love Kelly from the Mickey Bunch. She's awesome. JT's on fire. The big red stud free agent signee. We kept him. Didn't ever really believe he was going to go anywhere else. On the Dodgers broadcast the other night, they were talking about how Justin Turner could take over for Dave Roberts as the manager at the end of his career. I would love to see that. I'm a big fan of Justin Turner as a player, and he's a fun watch on Instagram, I won't lie. Jeff's personal bully, also known as Lady Disaster, also known as Jesse in the house. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a spectacular day. Nate, where is Petco Park? It is in beautiful San Diego, California, right there on the water. It's a beautiful park. I've been there many times. Right across the street from the, right near the convention center, Seaport Village, that whole area of San Diego. Couldn't be a better location. Really hard to find parking, but not hard to find a nice restaurant. That's for sure. Blake Snell joining the Padres was a boss move, and I'm a huge Dodgers fan. But that's cool. See, JK, I'm a huge Dodgers fan too. You and Blake, you Darvish and Blake Snell, what, in like a week? Whew, they are definitely going all in. Then they get Clevenger back. They've got a huge future. I mean, not a huge fan of Hosmer moving forward. Big fan of him as a guy. Big fan of him as a player, but I think his best days are behind him. I like Cronenworth. I love Tatis. I love Manny, right? So that's a huge infield. Their outfield looks pretty good, but I bet they're going to make some changes out there, but pretty solid. And that pitching staff is insanely deep. You and Blake and Clevenger and, Paddock is probably their sixth pitcher now. And you got Lamet coming back, Monday or Tuesday? Who am I forgetting? I think I'm forgetting somebody. I like their pen. I think Pomerantz should be their closer, but Melanson's looking really good. So Padres are loaded. They could easily be the second best team in baseball in the National League. But JT and the Dodgers are by far the best team so far, and I think that will continue through the year. Jeff, the Reds are the best team ever. Nate, I love you. No, Dodgers. As a fan, the Dodgers are the best team ever. If I'm using my brain, the Yankees. But Nate, it's all right. You can be a fan. Reds certainly have some great history. Sparky Anderson's Big Red Machine is one of the great teams of all time. So I don't know where you're at in the game because the timing is a little different, but 3-2 to JT with 2 outs. Beautiful day in San Diego. I think today's going to be a lot of fun. I think the Padres and the Dodgers are the 2 best this year. I totally agree, JK. I think most of the pundits were thinking the Dodgers, the Padres, and the Yankees. I've been saying not only do I not think the Yankees are going to be as good as them, I don't think they're going to win the AL East, and boom, here they are, week and a half in, they're in last place. I'm sure they're not going to end up in last place, but AL East is pretty stacked, and the Yankees have no pitching. Point being, the Dodgers and the Padres are likely the class of the NL and the class of Major League Baseball this year. For sure right now. 70 of you in live. I appreciate you so much. If you're new here, my name's Jeff Dole. Dad is the channel. Lots of Disney, lots of sports, baseball and football, a little UFC. Was going to do a live and the fight last night, but then a friend invited me on his show and it ended up I didn't get to do that. So, but we'll talk a little UFC too. A lot of positivity here. If you're new here, smash the subscribe button. The inning is over. Blake strikes out JT. End of the top of the first, no score. So in between innings, I'm going to let you know again what else we got going on tonight. The game of the week. Every Sunday night, the game of the week, the ESPN game of the week. I will be going live. Tonight's the Braves versus the Cubbies. That should be a lot of fun. Creator Talk Live is after that, where me and my friend Lynn from the Lynn Project talk about this thing that is growing on YouTube, what to do, how to do it. We do a lot of TubeBuddy talk and other kinds of tools where we just learn together how to grow and build communities, those kinds of things. If you're a member of the channel like Jesse is from Jeff's personal bully, appreciate you guys being members. If you are a member, you show up in green, you have access to emojis, and that's just how people support our channel. It means a lot. Susie in the house. Hey, Susie, how are you? Love your channel. Thank you. Let's hear you talk more about the game. Nothing but love. Jeff, you got it. I got it. They're in between innings right now. Thank you, Susie. Anyway, and I lost my train of thought. And then we'll be doing a little NFL watch party draft coverage coming up this week. We're going to have a Thursday night mock draft coming up for you. And then we'll be covering the draft over on Pete McDevitt's channel during the draft. No problem at all, Jesse. Love you. And again, hope you're doing better today. If you're just getting here, you haven't missed much. The top of the first, the Dodgers were out in order. Blake Snell looked very solid, as he always does in the first couple innings. He's a brilliant pitcher. Trevor Bauer, Cy Young Award winner versus Blake Snell today. 2 Cy Young Award winners on the hill. That is a great matchup. We are in between innings here. Don't make me bring in the other one. Anyway, Dodgers are coming to, the Padres are coming back bottom of the first inning, trying to prevent being swept by my Dodgers. Your Padres need a win today or they're in big trouble. It's interesting. Even if they get swept, I think they'll still be in second place in the West. It's a large drop off, in my opinion, to the Giants, the Rockies, and the D-backs. Bauer worth the start, 2.7 ERA, 20 innings pitched. They're showing that on the stats. 5 walks, 29 Ks. It was interesting. He closes his eye now, and then he closed his left eye, pointed it out to the hitter, and threw the pitch in the last game. Be interesting to see if he does it again today. Again, I mentioned Sunday Night Baseball tonight, Braves versus the Cubs. Next week, it's this matchup, the Dodgers versus the Padres, so that should be good. First pitch from Bauer in on Profar, making him move back. Interesting, because Profar was jipping quite a bit. Don't think that was on purpose, but wouldn't be that shocked. Profar hitting 286 on the young season. Was at one time the number one prospect in baseball when he was a Rangers property. Interesting. The Dodgers broadcast is showing Trevor's career stats against the Padres. 0-4, 5.06 ERA. That surprises me. Disney Doodad announced what's going on just to keep you on your toes. Appreciate you, Disney Doodad. Disney Doodad, Disney Doodad. Da, 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 da. Jesse's everywhere, by the way. Jesse's everywhere. That should be the name of your show. Jesse's everywhere. Just the bottom of the first inning. You haven't missed much if you're just getting here. Dodgers in San Diego. Beautiful downtown San Diego. Jerkson Profar leading off. Jerkson Profar leading off the bottom of the first for your Padres. 95 and away from Trevor. Oral Hershiser on the account for the Dodgers, pointing out that Trevor's only thrown fastballs so far in the first 4 pitches, of the ball game. We'll tell you this, if the Dodgers are winning large and Trevor's going well, and Trevor faces Jerkson Profar later in the game, I could see him dusting him. Jerkson definitely was a little chirpy towards Clayton yesterday. Jesse's world, right, Susie? Amen. This is Jesse's world. It's more like Jesse Roulette. What name? Roulette. What name she'll come onto the streams? No one knows, right? Sometimes she comes with all of them, and I love it. Strike 3 to Jerkson, 1 out. Trevor, his first K of the night. He gives away $1,000 for each strikeout to a new charity every month, does Trevor Bauer. BauerOutage.com. I hope that's his website. I think it is. Really neat guy. I love him. Very controversial. Not everybody loves him. I'm a huge fan. Probably my favorite player right now. I mean, him and Clayton are probably my favorite players. It's pretty cool. It's an after-school program right now, which I love because I run after-school programs myself. I'm the executive director, CEO of a nonprofit that does after-school programming for kids. Anyway, he's not donating to mine, but he's donating to one in the LA area. $1,000 for every strikeout. So that's nice. So they just got one right there. Cronenworth up to bat, hitting over 300 on the young season. Dodger broadcast talking about how exceptional Trevor's fastball looks today. Does, I agree. 93 to 95 and a little movement. Pretty hard to hit. There you go, Jeff. All 3 now. I can find you 3 more if you want. You do whatever you want. You have fun. You don't have to, but whatever. Love you, girl. Trevor throwing some nice curveball filth over to Jake there. And the count 1-2. Yeah, Earl on the broadcast is saying, started off as a cutter and had slider action. Looked like a curve to me. What do I know? Earl Hershiser knows more about pitching than. Earl Hershiser forgot more about pitching than I know. But looked like a curveball to me. Yeah, he's talking about how it's really hard to tell the difference with Trevor. I agree. I still think it was a curve. That's definitely curved down low, 2-2 to the second hitter on the Padres lineup. Dodgers are the first team in Major League Baseball this year to get to 10 wins. They're already 11 now. I got to be honest with you. The Padres, I'm not going to say it's a must win, but to lose 3 straight to the Dodgers at home when you're going all in and trying to hang with them, it's gotta be kicking the what if you're the Padres. So they really, really, really need a psychological win and a standings win big time, in my never so humble opinion. Got 80 here live. We've been bouncing from 6 to 11. Whether you're brand new here or you're a veteran, I appreciate you hanging out. There you go. Curve up and in, but for a strike, sits down Jake. Another $1,000 for a nonprofit in the LA area from the Bauer Foundation. Interesting. Just you never behave, and I wouldn't want you to. Again, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jeff Dole. That's the channel. My buddy Pete McDevitt will be live later. He may show up on this show. He'll be live with a Disney interview show, D&G Explorers. My friends Doug. Who's Doug? Derek and Gregory. Doug. I mean, that starts with a D. That works. They're good friends of mine and Disney creators. They do a lot of traveling, a lot of cruising. So that'll be a fun interview over my partner channel, Pete's channel, in a few hours. And again, you can stick around for this game, and I'll be here for the Braves and Cubs tonight too, as I do every Sunday night baseball. Should be a lot of fun. The great Fernando Tatis up to bat right now. Glad to see him back. Hey, Michael. Michael from Michael and Bella's Travel Channel in the house. As a member of the channel, he's got access to the emojis, and I'm glad you're here, buddy. Give Bella some love for me. I was thinking about you. I think about you a lot. I love my dogs, and you love your dogs. And anyway, my dog Scarlet was being sweet, and I took some pictures. I was going to post them on Instagram, and I thought about you. So anyway, good to see you back. Welcome in. Susie says, what do you think about the Twins pitcher, Williams Adio, slow pitching? Would you consider it a joke? It was a joke, and it was awesome all at once. I watched it, so I love that kid. He's funny. He's just a fun guy. He's a catcher for the Twins. If you don't know what Susie's talking about, he came in, Fernando, big fly, but easy. Can of corn out to left field. The inning ends. Dodgers, Padres, 0-0 after one as we go to a commercial. Anyway, so the Twins were down big. Their catcher came in and pitched he's a good hitter. He's a fun guy. I think he got clocked at 46 on one. I also saw him get clocked in the mid 70s. So was it a joke? Susie's question is, was it a joke? I mean, it is a joke, but it's not a joke. I mean, you might as well pitch if the game's over, why throw in one of your arms? So 1, 2, 3. I think he threw six pitches, got out of the first. Truth is, it's a hard thing to do, hit a baseball. I thought it was pretty freaking awesome. The Dodgers Padre game ended in extra innings, just 2 days ago with a pitcher in left field. And who was pitching for them? And a position player pitching. I don't remember who it was now. I want to say Cronenworth, but that doesn't feel right. So you do what you got to do. I mean, if the game's out of hand, the game's out of hands. So anyway, what did you think, Susie? I'd like to know what you think. Michael says, how's my family? Much better, thank you. My wife is still not well, but doing better. We're here. We're not in the doctor's care right now, so we're in good shape. So yeah, Paula's feeling a lot better. I really appreciate the question. We'll see some doctors this week, and hopefully we'll get some answers. Still a little discomfort and really, really tired, but she's doing better. But that's where I've been. If you've noticed, I haven't been around. Why would you notice? I haven't been around much lately, and that's why. Anyway, 13 of you are here. I appreciate every single one of you. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. We're going to do a lot of Dodger games throughout the season and the Sunday night game of the week, which is tonight, the Braves versus the Cubs. After that, if I'm not too tired after 6 hours of baseball, we'll be doing Creative Talk Live with my good friend Lynn, talking about this thing that is creating a community and a channel and trying to grow on social media, specifically YouTube. We do a lot of talk about TubeBuddy and stuff like that. Hey, Dirk, what's going on? Nice to join you. Say you on PC. Oh, yeah, Dirk, I saw you there. Thank you, buddy. Really glad to see you over here. Everybody, welcome in, Dirk. Please give Paula a hug from me. I will. I did last night, and I will again. Appreciate you, Jesse. Appreciate you. So anyway, I think Dirk is new to the channel, guys. Met him over on Pete's channel. Please give him some love. Welcome to the channel. Again, tonight we'll do the Braves and the Cubs, and we got Creative Talk Live for anybody who wants to learn how together. Not that I know so much. But we just learned together on how to grow on YouTube. Where are you from? Maine here. Oh man, Maine is one of the states I've not been to. I believe it looks beautiful, and I can't wait to check your state someday. Give me some crab cakes. Well, I guess that's more Boston, but maybe some lobster up there. I'm from Southern California. I'm in Fort Worth right now. So I'm from Southern California, specifically San Diego. Was born in LA, but 10 years ago we moved to the Dallas Fort Worth area, and we love it here. Didn't love it a couple weeks ago when it was 2 degrees. I don't love it when it's 120 degrees either. But other than that, we love it here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, specifically Fort Worth. If I was on my roof, I could see Fort Worth. So there you go. So welcome back, Dirk. Glad to see you here. And again, anybody who's new, Dirk and anybody else, please make yourself at home. I'm glad to see you here. Kick back, lobster. Exactly. Rock Lobster, one of my favorite songs by the B-52s. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the show. Just me and you in chat talking about the game and the news of the day. Mostly sports on my sports shows, mostly Disney on my Disney shows, but they both bleed into each other a lot because they're the things I'm passionate about. Talk a lot about family, talk a lot about news of the day if there's big news, but just kind of have fun and hang out. Yeah, if I haven't annoyed you yet, smash the like button. If I've pissed you off, that's cool. Hit the dislike button. Make yourself feel better. Now, thank you, Dirk, for hanging out. Blake Snell versus Trevor Bauer today, top of the second inning. I said it before, I'll say it again. Last time the Dodgers saw Blake Snell, he came out after giving up one hit in the World Series in the 7th inning. And right after that, the wheels came off and the Dodgers got fitted for big, beautiful rings. Did you guys see the World Series rings the Dodgers get? My goodness. What does a Disney show entail? Good question. So I do a lot of Disney content. I used to interview Disney creators. I'm not doing that right now. My buddy Pete will be interviewing D&G Explorers. But a Disney show, we talk about Disney. So like my morning show, Good Morning Disney, which is on hiatus right now because I do it with my wife and she's sick. But it's a morning show, 9:15 our time, 10:15 Eastern time, Monday through Friday. It's on hiatus right now while my wife is sick. But we start off with the news of the day in Disney. And there's always news. Line drive base hit from Will Smith, the catcher. Da-na-na-na-na-na. All right, Will Smith base hit for the Dodgers, man, on first against Blake Snell. All right, so anyway, the answer to the question is we talk about the Disney news of the day. So like Bob Chapek, the CEO, just bought a big, beautiful house in L.A. He's neighbors with Vin Scully and Will Smith, not the Will Smith on the Dodgers, the Will Smith that used to sing Get Jiggy With It. Talk about the pass holder changes, talk about new stuff, talking about the Star Wars hotel, just do a lot of Disney news and stuff. I collect a lot of Disney stuff, and there's a new movie we do reviews, stuff like that. Jeff, we need wrenches so we can post links for you. Yeah, I don't have moderators. I had a bunch for a while, but I decided to go without them. Hey Jeff, great Dodgers game. Oh my gosh, here from welcome in. Yes, last 2 nights, brilliant games, right? 2-0, baby. Brilliant 2 games. Oh, JK's ahead of it. I know what he's saying. 2-0 now. CT Chris Taylor goes deep. Takes the 95-mile-an-hour fastball into, what was that, the second deck, I think? I think that was the second deck. JK saw it before I did. He said 2-0. I should have known what was coming. Boom. Love it. So CT is my captain on my DraftKings. I got 3 games going on the Dodgers, but on one of them, you know what I'm talking about? I play DraftKings pretty much every day on my Dodgers, and that's a good start for that. Doing pretty well this year so far. CT's on fire this year. Chris Taylor can play second, play short, came over as a Seattle Mariner pickup for a prospect pitcher, Zach Lee, who was a big first-round draft pick but never did anything. We got him for the Mariners when he was just going to be a backup shortstop, going to be depth. Now he's hitting number 3, hitting number 4 in the lineup, can play center, can play second, can play short. So valuable player, and just mashes off to a great start. CT, yes, JK knows it. JK, you know your stuff, I can tell. 420 feet to deep left center, knocking in Will Smith. Dodgers up 2-0 against Blake Snell. Now, here's the thing. Blake Snell is usually filthy in the first inning, the second inning, third inning, and then he starts to get hit. I mean, I don't have any data on that. I don't have stats on that. That's just my impression. So I take this as good news as a Dodgers fan. Anyway, Max Muncy up, lefty versus lefty. 2 runs in the second. Royals in first place, right here for a moment. You know, I think I've told you before, I've always loved the Royals. Grew up a big George Brett fan, liked Frank White. Remember UL Washington? Always had made me a little nervous, I gotta be honest. Always had the toothpick in his mouth. Big Brett Saberhagen fan. Big Brett Saberhagen fan. Dan Quisenberry, down below. Used to love him. Now they got Sally Perez. Boy, that guy's a stud. I liked Alex Gordon for a while. Really good defensive. I mean, came up as a third baseman. Came up as a replacement for George Brett. I think I have that right. But ended up being an elite defensive outfielder. So I've always liked the Royals a little bit. Mostly because of George Brett, though. Big George Brett fan. When I collected cards as a kid, he was the first Hall of Famer that I went all in on and got all his cards. I remember the day, early 80s. I remember the baseball card convention that I was at. I remember where it was, downtown San Diego, when I bought a 1975 Topps George Brett rookie card, because it was a big deal for me. It's a beautiful card, beautiful set. I love the 75 set, bicolored card, right? Top and bottom different. I just think that set's gorgeous. They had that year with the minis, which were harder to collect. But I loved him so much. And I remember that day that I got that rookie card, one of the bigger days in my life, because I felt like a real collector that day. Dirk says, I do FanDuel. Most of my friends do DraftKings. I've done them both. I'm on DraftKings now. I also love to play the stock market, and I have some DraftKings stock. Not a lot, but I see it being another good one. It's in the 60s, and I think it's going to go to 80 or 90. Willie Wilson, good call, Dirk. Little Willie Wilson, all the hits, all the stolen bases. He was fun. Absolutely. I mean, so Willie Wilson, Frank White. Boy, they had some big first basemen. Remember Steve Balboni for a while. Brett, obviously, the big third baseman. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. And again, Quisenberry coming out of the pen. Brett Saberhagen. They had some other great ones too. Good stuff. Royals talk right here. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Alex Gordon, number 4, retired as Royals player, but is willing to come back as a coaching staff. Amos Otis, Dirk, nice one. Great defensive outfielder. What, late 70s, right? Early 80s, late 70s, early 80s. Amos Otis. See, this is what I love. These guys, I didn't know we were going to talk about Amos Otis today. I love this. Dirk, good stuff. Did you see the last Trevor Bauer YouTube video? It's him breaking down pitching the story, and it's very interesting. I have not watched it. I love Trevor. I love his YouTube channel. I'm pretty behind. Again, if you're new here, if you're a veteran here, you already know. If you're new here, my wife's been a little sick, so I'm way behind in the content I've been putting out and the content I've been watching, but I'll catch up. Trevor Bauer's YouTube channel is not to be missed, people. Not to be missed. I'm actually annoyed with him right now. I said this last time, but I'll say it again. I bought a shirt. He had a merch drop on his website about a week and a half ago. And he had, right now you can get Reds Trevor Bauer stuff. I don't want Reds. I want Dodger Trevor Bauer stuff. So he there's an Instagram post he put out a couple weeks ago. When they ask me what I do for a living, I tell them I'm a YouTuber. And so he's got a shirt. It's a picture of him, and he's vlogging. He's a vlogger. And if you watched his YouTube channel in the offseason, you got a masterclass on what it's like to be a free agent in Major League Baseball. And none of us, very few of us get to do that. Blast down the line. Oh, second deck looks foul. Yeesh. Anyway, great YouTube. If you like inside baseball knowledge, Trevor is the man. And I find him hilarious and entertaining, and I love the guy. He talks about release angles. Very nice. He was asked in the post-game press conference, so I guess 5 days ago, about Major League Baseball collecting his balls. And then I think it was Ken Rosenthal, had and Trevor's pissed at Rosenthal, coming out with a headline that they were, and an article about how they are taking his balls out of the game and checking them for substances. It's interesting because Trevor, strike 3 there. Is that 2 outs? 2 outs and Bob a second, 2-0, or top of second, 2-0 Dodgers. They're taking out a lot of the baseballs, Trevor's balls, and they're checking them for foreign substances, said the article. Trevor says they're doing that to everybody. It's interesting because Trevor's been very critical of Major League Baseball in general, the commissioner specifically, rightfully so, in my opinion. I am too. I'm not a fan of Rob Manfred, and not at all. I'm annoyed with the All-Star game thing. I'm annoyed with a lot of stuff he's been doing. And I think under his leadership, Major League Baseball is going the wrong way. Sorry, just am. Big supporter of Boys and Girls Clubs, which I'm a fan of, but not liking how he's running Major League Baseball. Just my opinion. So Trevor would agree with that, and did, and has said it. Came out real strong against the Houston Astros stuff, real strong against how weak Major League Baseball was with the Houston Astros being freaking cheaters. And so pretty anti the commissioner. And so the article comes out as if Trevor Bauer's cheating and they're checking on the balls that he's using in the game. Well, turns out, according to Trevor, Major League Baseball is doing that with all the pitchers. So I don't know what to do with that. Are we going to find out that Trevor's cheating? I doubt it, because he's pretty freaking vocal. It would be pretty arrogant to be that vocal and be a cheater. Cheaters have done that before. He's an interesting guy. But I think Major League Baseball doesn't like the guy. He was so drunk at the World Series when he gave Corey the trophy. Keith, no problem, buddy. BDF, you have a great day. Get ready for your guest. Oh, I love Richard. Bloom and Cheese is going to be your guest. Richard's a good guy. Yeah, Trevor has fun. Trevor has fun. Good stuff. Anyway, so Blake Snell strikes out. Is that the third? I think it's third. But Taylor with the 2-run bomb gives the Dodgers a 2-1 or 2-0 lead after 1.5 going to the bottom of the second. We've got 7 in here. We've been bouncing between 6 and 12. Appreciate you, all of them. Oh, Manfred, was he? Manfred was drunk? Yes, I remember that. At the end of Game 6. Yes. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that guy. And that's not why. I don't care. But JK Taps, you know your stuff. I'm a fan of you already. Shoot, you got a channel? I'd follow your channel. Good stuff. I can tell you know the game. Anyway, so 2-0 Dodgers at the end of the second inning. Going to the bottom of the second. In San Diego, Blake Snell down 2-2. The current Cy Young Award winner, Trevor Bauer. I'm a big fan, as you can tell. Am I a Dodger homer? Probably am. Am I a Padre homer? I am not. I grew up in San Diego. I'll root for them, but not when they're playing against my Dodgers. And I don't really root for them. I just got a bunch of friends that are Padres fans. So whatever. Anyway, more of this to come for the rest of the game. Also, we've got the Braves and the Cubbies later, the ML game of the week, which we'll do every week, God willing. And then tonight, after the game, we will be doing Creative Talk Live, which is every Sunday night show. Me and my friend Lynn from the Lynn Project talk about this thing that is creating on YouTube. Also, we're going to have some NFL draft coverage, mock draft coming up, and then draft coverage the night of. You'll definitely want to check that out. If you're new here, thanks for being here. Subscribe, like, share, blah, blah, blah. If I've pissed you off, that's okay with me. Is it okay with you? Hit the dislike button. We'll call it even. So it's interesting. I watch on MLB TV through YouTube TV. And in between innings, they play the MLB flashback over and over and over again. But it's 2019 flashbacks. It's not 2020. I find that interesting. So highlights from the 2019 season rather than show the local commercials. Anybody else on MLB TV get that? I think that's really weird. Anyway, 6 of you here, and I appreciate you being here. Even one of you sitting here and watching along means a lot. Trevor says on Facing Manny Machado, it hasn't been too competitive. We haven't been in the same division, but now we are. I saved my best stuff, and I saved it all for now. He had his time. This is my time. I'll flip that script real quick. Trevor doesn't hold back, does he? I love Trevor Bauer. I love his honesty. I love his bluntness. Trevor's just having fun, It's interesting, too. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Trevor Bauer is on the same staff at UCLA with Garrett Cole. Holy cow, that's the last 2 years' biggest free agent pickups. Cole hates Trevor. Trevor says he doesn't hate Cole back, but clearly they're not buddies. I feel like Trevor is having fun with it, and Garrett Cole is going home and yelling at his dog or something. Anyway, bottom of the second, Manny versus Trevor, two of the biggest stars in the game. Little curveball on the outer edge, strike one to start the bottom of the second inning. It was interesting when Manny was a Dodger a couple of years ago. As a Dodger fan, I was excited to have him because he's such an elite talent. Boy, he's a prick. Base hit, by the way, into left field for Manny. I'm telling an interesting story on the Dodger broadcast right now. Hold on. Hold on, they're telling an interesting story here on the Dodger broadcast. I'll relate it to you. So the Dodger broadcaster is telling a story about Trevor Bauer and Manny Machado. Manny Machado signs his glove, says, keep being you, keep throwing me fastballs so I can get hot off you. Trevor says, hey, now I know a secret. I'm just going to throw him curves. Next time they meet, slider, curve, 3-0. Finally throws a fastball and Manny goes yard. So that's a pretty fun story there. Here for a moment, his thought on Kershaw being upset last night. I was upset watching the game. You can never know for sure, but Jurickson Profar didn't look like a major league ball player with that swing. He looked like a guy having a seizure or a guy trying to get on base illegally hitting the glove of the catcher. It seemed obvious to me, but you've really got to, thank you, Susie, really got to pretend like you can be in somebody's head to make that call. So I don't know as an umpire you can make that call, but to my eye, Jurickson Profar did that on purpose. Now, I'm a Dodgers fan, but it looked like he did it on purpose to me. I mean, watch the swing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Jurickson Profar last night with 2 strikes against Kershaw, take an unbelievably uncool looking swing and hit the glove of the catcher, which becomes catcher's interference. E2, error, catcher, automatic first base given to the batter. I thought, and Kershaw clearly thought, that he hit Will Smith's glove on purpose, he being Jurickson Profar. And Kershaw thought it instantly and immediately and started yelling at Jurickson Profar about it. Profar yelled back. So that was a long answer to your question there, here for a moment. I was on Kershaw's team on that one for sure. Now, again, I'm a fan. He's my favorite player. Trevor might be my favorite player now, but Kershaw's my favorite player, has been for a while. As a Dodger fan, how could he not be, right? He's a competitor. He does get fired up, but he doesn't come off to me as crazy. Jurickson, how do you explain what he did other than to say he was trying to hit the glove? I think it was Bush League garbage. So here for a moment, I think Jurickson, if the Dodgers get the lead and Trevor's in the game, I think Jurickson gets buzzed today. Love your chill vibe. Thank you, Susie. Oh, goody. Time to gain 10 pounds while watching Donna cook. Is it now? Yeah. Donna's great. If you know what she's talking about, Donna Jaworski, one of my favorite people on the planet, goes live, and Cooking with Donna, I think is what she calls it. If you want to check that out, her channel is Donna Jaworski. She's a friend and I'm a fan, and you should go check it out if you'd like. Mookie, off his glove in foul territory. But anyway, thank you for the question here for a moment. What did you think? And Susie, thank you for a very nice comment. Just 5 here right now. I appreciate every single one of you hanging with us, having fun watching the Dodgers and the Padres. Padres trying to prevent being swept by my Dodgers early in the season. It's a big game for the Padres. The season's not going to end with one 3-game series, but I said it before, I'll say it again, with all they did to try to get caught up to the Dodgers in talent, and they did so well. I mean, they did well. To get swept by the Dodgers early in the season, it's going to be it's going to be a kick in the you-know-whats if the Padres don't get this win. Because to be swept at home, how do you think you're as good as them? You don't. You go home knowing that you're not. 2-0 good guys. My Dodgers versus your Padres. Dodgers are winning. And Trevor throws one up high. Ball 4. The Padres got a base runner. Yeah, that's a good call, JK. I like their outfield. I don't love their outfield. I like Trent Grissom. I wonder if that last year was his best year ever. If he can improve from that, that's a big thing. I like Tommy Pham. I don't love Tommy Pham. I like Tommy Pham. I think you're right. I think that's where they're not elite. I mean, that infield's pretty dang good. Pitching is very good. I really like their bullpen. I love Pomerantz. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I think he should be their closer. Nothing against Melanson. McCann. He's having a great season so far, and he's had some great years, and I like him. But to me, Trevor Hoffman. To me, Drew Pomerantz is elite and should be the closer. But I get it. Well, having a wipeout lefty to come in and take on, the Cody Bellingers or the Juan Sotos or the Freddie Freemans, that makes sense too. I get it, but I don't know. I like me some Drew Pomerantz a lot. But that pen is deep too in San Diego. The only problem with Padres, other than their outfield isn't elite, is they're in the NL West. I mean, I think they're likely the favorites to win any division that's not the NL West if they were in any division other than the NL West. But again, I like Grisham. And I like Pham. But we'll see. Trevor throwing a lot of deuces today. I had 1 and 2 to Jorge Mateo. Again, if you're enjoying this, we will be doing it again. Braves versus Cubbies tonight. Should be fun. I normally wouldn't do 2 games back to back on a Sunday, but wifey's not feeling well, so she's just kind of napping and sitting on the couch and so not a lot to do. We're not doing anything, and it's my Dodgers. But again, if you like the Dodgers, I'm going to be doing a lot of Dodger games throughout the year, mostly weekday nights when they're on the West Coast, home games or otherwise, in the evenings. And then, of course, the Sunday night game of the week because Sundays are fun. Nope, baseball with Jeff. Oh, thank you, Jesse. Even the weather is boring. I know the weather's beautiful here. I can tell you, I'm looking out my window right now. Beautiful little puffy clouds and a big, beautiful blue sky. We don't have any severe weather, I don't think, in the 10-day. Well, I'll just look at it. Why am I guessing? If you're wondering, Jessie is my good friend. Jeff's personal bully, also Lady Disaster. She's my friend, Jessie. And she's going to be on my show here. We have got to get a date here. Soon, hopefully soon. Talking about, runners are going. Fell off. Soon, talking about severe weather and her part in it and being a storm chaser and all those kinds of things. I'm a passionate fan of fun weather. So I guess I should explain. Let me explain. Growing up in San Diego, all we had was perfect weather. That was the weather today. The weather man was a girl. She was very, very pretty on all the channels. I'm just saying, on all the channels. Some pretty girl. Why is she pretty? Because we knew what the weather was. Today is San Diego. It's gorgeous. Low of 72, high of 72. A little bit of breeze in the afternoon. Wear your shorts, bring your sweatshirt if you're close to the coast. That's the weather. You're welcome. 365 days a year. So be pretty and say those things. That's how you were a weather girl in San Diego. Here in Fort Worth, Texas, different stuff. I told Jesse, I'll tell you. A couple weeks into moving here, and so when you look on the weather apps when it's raining, in San Diego, we had light green and that's it. If it rained, light green. If we got dark green, we were like, oh, this is a deluge. Here, we don't get dark. We don't even notice it if it's in the green. So yeah, we get some weather out here is what I'm trying to say. But I'm gonna look at my 10-day here for Dallas Fort Worth because Jesse's got me thinking about weather now. A little weather talk with Dole Tad. Yeah, we're good. Percent chances of rain tomorrow 5, Tuesday 5, Wednesday 5, Thursday 15. Oh, Friday scattered thunderstorms 55%. So there you go. So we do have some storms in the 10-day. Doesn't look like it's going to be anything severe. I feel like weather will have that. It'll be a fun show. We'll bring Jessie on and talk about her life, her passions, and we'll talk about our, what's the way to say it? How we both love severe weather. That's the right way to say that? I don't know. Weird sentence. Anyway, here for a moment, Susie, Jesse, JK Taps, anybody who might be here, Ninja. I appreciate you guys just hanging out, watching my Dodgers hopefully sweep your Padres. 2-0 so far, 3-0. Hopefully, Dodgers are ahead 2-0 on a CT. Chris Taylor home run in the second as we head to the top of the third. On the LA broadcast, they are showing beautiful downtown San Diego as my man, Bauer Outage, Trevor Bauer, comes to the plate. He's a pretty funny guy up to bat too. Last year, no. A couple of years ago when he was on the Indians, there's a great YouTube video on this. Trevor Bauer came to bat, and he every other pitch he would change stances. He was doing Jason Kipnis, holding his bat out, I don't know, at a shallow angle, and then he was doing another guy, and he was doing another guy. It was pretty funny stuff. Again, if you're not following Trevor on social media, you're missing out. One of the most vocal Major League ball players in opposition of the Astros cheating scandal a couple years ago. I like the Padres camo jerseys. I'm not going to lie. Those look pretty dang sweet. Did anybody see? I know Jesse did. Did anybody see the Red Sox jerseys today and yesterday? Look like traffic cops in some bright yellow. I liked it. I wouldn't like it if it was through 162 games a year, but I liked it. I was telling Pete I might wear it as a sweatshirt. Wouldn't wear it as a shirt. The great Mookie Betts comes up. Up 2-0, 1 out in the top of the third. Blake Snell still on the hill. Not looking horrible, but, down 2. Mookie number 50 coming over in the big trade before last year. Alex Verdugo and Jeter Downs go to Boston. The great Mookie Betts goes to LA. Do you know Mookie Betts is an elite bowler? It's kind of crazy, right? Gotta be honest, people that talented, they can be great at anything, right? Mookie is an elite bowler. They were talking about it yesterday. If he wasn't a pro ball player, he could be a pro bowler. I know he's thrown a couple 300 games. If you don't know what that is, that's a strike every time. All 10 frames, including the 11th and the 12th extra throws. Snell to Mookie, 3-0 pitch. I'd be careful here, Blake. Not even close. 94 in. Mookie with an easy walk. 1 out. Mookie on first. Padre broadcaster showing the MVP voting in the NL last year. Freddie Freeman won, Mookie in second, but Manny and Fernando split their 221 and 201. Together, the Padres votes almost got to first place. So, interesting. This is a big inning right now for Blake. I mean, it's 1 out. Mookie's on first. Corey's up. Corey Seager. If the Dodgers do some damage here, we could see Blake taking a nappy nap here in a couple minutes. If he gets through the inning, who knows how deep he can go. So I would say this is a vital inning for Blake Snell. Again, remember, he didn't even make it out of the first inning in his last start. So there's that. Throw to first, nobody do. Always love it when there's fans in the stands again. Don't understand why they boo when pitchers throw to first. And it's in San Diego, so it's your pitcher. That's weird. If you're not watching the game, I highly suggest you turn it on if you can. Check out these Padre jerseys. Again, Blake throws over to first in San Diego, and the fans boom. What the heck? I fully get it. As a Dodger fan who grew up in San Diego, I get then and now there's going to be a lot of Dodger fans in the stadium in San Diego when the Dodgers come to town. Yeah, exactly, JK. Third throw over, snap throw, step back, fired over. Ooh, it looks like Blake's having something to say, too. Interesting. Pretty good move. Closer than I thought, actually. Yeah, there's more Dodger fans. They call it Dodger Stadium South. Yeah. So the Padres put out an ad in the paper about a week ago asking Padres fans to not get tickets and sell them to Dodgers fans. They actually said, come to the game and we'll give you an extra reason. Or I think they were giving away something. I don't know. But it's a thing. Think about that. You had to go into your local paper to ask your fan base to not sell tickets to the Dodgers fans. I'm going to be real for a minute. There's only 70 here, so how many people can I piss off, right? Growing up in San Diego, being a Dodger fan, it was easy for me to be real and see that San Diego has horrible sports fans. Now, I get it. There's a lot to do. Torrey Pines Beach, Torrey Pines Golf. La Costa Beach, La Costa Golf. There's a lot to do there. You can go shopping. You can go to Seaport Village. Heck, there's an international border right there. There's a million things to do. But they don't do their teams justice. The Chargers left because the fan base stunk. The Padres haven't been good for a long time. Why wouldn't you want to go to San Diego if you're a professional athlete? They couldn't keep the Clippers. San Diego Sports Arena was a pit. San Diego does not support their sports at all. And some of my best friends in the world are San Diego sports fans. But I'm telling the truth anyway. It is Dodger Stadium South. Again, you couldn't keep the Clippers. You couldn't keep the Chargers. Padres have one of the most beautiful parks in America in Petco. Sad. Again, I get it. It's a beautiful place. There's lots of things to do, but support your local team. They better turn this momentum into a real fan base. I don't believe they will, JK, but I hope so too. Yeah, Dirk, me and you, Dirk. I live in Texas. I left California for Texas. Do you know why? Yes, you do. Yeah, and you're right. As a ball player, why would you sign there? You would sign. I mean, you're exactly right, Dirk. You should sign with the Rangers. Now they got a stadium with a freaking roof. Or the Astros. I don't know if you'd want to sign with the Marlins, but for the tax purposes, you should. Tell you where you don't want to sign is Toronto right now, right? They're having to play their home games in Florida and Buffalo. Hey, your home team, Toronto Blue Jays, here in Florida, and next week we'll be home in Buffalo. What? I get it. COVID. Yeah, it's a big money difference. San Diego, beautiful. San Diego, expensive. San Diego, taxed to the hilt. It ain't New York, but it might as well be. Speaking of San Diego, it looks like we got a beautiful breeze there on the field. Blake Snell's jersey is fluttering in the wind. Big deuce on the outside corner to JT. Got to be 0-1, right? 2 outs. Top of 3, Dodgers win. They do. I don't know that Rangers got it. Yeah, they do. The Rangers have a beautiful new ballpark. Last year was the opening of the ballpark, but we didn't have home games here. They actually played the playoffs, NLCS, and then the World Series here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Arlington. Beautiful. I haven't even been here for a moment. I don't know if they're still here. They were in the chat earlier. Has been to a ball game, and I will be there too. My daughter and son-in-law went last week. I actually had tickets to the World Series. It was here in Fort Worth, Arlington, for Game 7. I'm a Dodgers fan. I had Game 7 tickets, but they won it in 6. But yeah, they've got a dome, and they're going to keep it nice, and that should help us bring some. I mean, it's brutal to play in June and July and August and even September here in Arlington. Too hot. Why would you sign here? Now you can justify it. And the taxes is amazing. Obviously, you're going to save taxes here, which matters a lot, especially when you're making that kind of money. PNC Park from the third base line is an amazing view. I've never been there. I'd love to. My favorite ballpark, I mean, I'm a Dodger fan, so I love LA Stadium, the Dodger Stadium. But hey, hi, Nate. What's going on? Go Reds. Not really, but for you. For me, the nicest ballpark might be Petco. It's beautiful. I love Pac Bell up in San Francisco. I think it's still Pac Bell, the one in San Francisco. And speaking of people who've been to a lot of stadiums, my buddy, who we were talking about, Pete McDevitt.
Hey.
Oh, let's fix that. I don't like that look right there. What are we doing? There we go. How do I get the screen up there too? How are you, buddy?
Good.
There. Oh, there we go. Pete McDevitt, I was talking about him. He is my buddy. He goes live doing a lot of baseball, NFL watch party, which I talked about. We're going to do the draft, which I talked about. But tonight, you've got Derek and Gregory from D&G Explorers tonight. You want to tell the people about that?
It's a little Disney content tonight. Our Sunday Fun Day adult PG-13 over off the wall show. Sunday night, 7:30 tonight. Derek asked me to move it back for him. They're on the West Coast, obviously. So it just helped them out on a Sunday afternoon to make it a little bit later. And should be fun. But
yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah, they're good guys. I didn't know. So what time is it? I was only half paying attention when you changed it. What time is your show?
7:30 Eastern.
Okay, so okay.
Hour long. It'll be fun.
I will do my best to remember that 7:30 will be 6:30. Yeah, the game will probably game might be about over by then.
Just
regardless.
Your first one, getting ready for your second one. All that kind of good stuff, right?
Oh, that's true too. Yeah, that's true.
This game's going pretty quick. I mean,
so far, two good starting pitchers right here. Piglet Rue loves Disney. In the house, what's going on? Welcome in. Yeah, my Dodgers up 2-0 on the CT home run, looking to sweep the Padres. I know you went live yesterday watching the Dodger-Padre game, and what'd you think?
It's great. It's one of the best games I've seen all year. And, it's two of the best teams around. I think they're going to fight for that division. And I said it on the end of the stream that I think you'll have a deal where you see them in the playoffs, of course, maybe even at some point against each other along the way.
So. Well, if they both make the playoffs, they're likely to meet up, right? I mean, I like the Braves a lot. I picked the Braves to win the East. Dodgers, Padres, Braves, by far the best teams in the National League, in my opinion. It's just my opinion, but we'll see. I mean, you got 162 games to get through. But I think as a Dodgers fan from San Diego, with a bunch of friends who are Padres fans in San Diego, this could be one of the most fun baseball seasons of my life.
Yeah.
I love the idea of a Dodger-Padre national perspective rivalry. And we'll see. Dodgers-Padres has been a big rivalry for the Padres and Padres fans, but not so much for Dodgers fans forever. In San Diego, they act like it's Boston versus New York. In LA, they act like we're playing the Giants. It's like the Giants are the team that we hate as Dodgers fans. So should be interesting. Ladies Ash saying hi to Pete. Nate says, Jeff, what's your favorite Star Wars movie? Big Rogue One fan and Empire Strikes Back fan. So Empire Strikes Back for the classic, Rogue One for the more recent ones are my two favorite.
He likes anything with Jar Jar Binks.
I mean, I don't hate Jar Jar Binks like everybody else does. SD will do something big at the trade deadline. We'll see, JK. If they're in it, I suspect you're right. But does that mean they're getting rid of Mackenzie Gore? Who are they going to trade away? I mean, their prospects are pretty impressive prospects. Everybody would give up the kitchen sink for Mackenzie Gore. I don't know if they're going to give him up, and that's what everybody's going to be asking for. It'll be interesting. Piglet Rue loves Disney, says, grew up watching the Dodgers. They were my dad's favorite team. I knew I loved you. They were my grandma's team. I grew up, I was born in LA. We lived in LA. Then I moved to San Diego right before we went to kindergarten. But my grandparents stayed in LA. So it was easy for me to be a Dodgers fan. You're out in Baltimore. You've always been an Orioles fan, Pete?
Always. But I love baseball. I love the history of the game. That's why I love players like Henry Aaron and Mickey Mantle and Ty Cobb, and I'm a history buff of the game.
Who is the Orioles' main rivalry? Is it the Yankees?
Yeah, Yankees and Boston.
Oh, okay. A
little bit of both.
Now Boston is more north. So Baltimore, Maryland is really I'm trying to remember.
We're middle. We're mid-Atlantic.
So you're in between the two.
We're down below the two. We're at the south of both of them.
Oh, okay.
But those American League East have always been the ones through the years.
I mean, you guys are packed tight compared to some of the other divisions. That's cool.
Hey, we're in second place right now, so
looking good too.
For now,
you swept Boston, which I thought meant Boston was bad, and then Boston goes on and wins 7 straight after that.
Is that a fair ball?
No, a little bit foul. Casey Bryan in the house, what's going on? Says, hey, Jeff, hey, Pete, happy Baseball Sunday. Happy Baseball Sunday to you. Nate wants to know how old Reagan is. She's 16. Yeah. So that's cool. So I mean, we've talked a little bit about your Orioles before. Got to be encouraging, yet tough. You guys are doing a little better. You got some prospects coming, but AL East is stacked, bud.
Yep, that's pretty much the way it is. So
every year too, for the last decade.
Yeah, we'll work through it, figure it out. They got to put some of the pieces in place before they can look at, from the farm system and build up before they can look at adding a marquee player or two to try to put them over the top.
Well, they definitely think that catcher prospect, the number 1 pick of the draft a couple, 2 years ago, I guess?
Yeah.
They think he'll be a superstar. And
Richmond, yeah.
And you got some pitching coming, and we talked about John Means. We both like him a little bit. Hey, Jackie from RB and Disney, what's going on? Member of the channel. You can see that she's in green using those emojis, including my Joe Kelly emoji. Love that. Joe Kelly's still on the injured list, unfortunately. That's okay. Anyway, 2-0 my Dodgers versus your Padres. Top of 3, first and second. 2-0 because of a CT Chris Taylor 2-run home run in the second inning. Blake Snell not looking as sharp as he normally does. This is a big pitch here.
Yeah, it is.
So I said it to my group, but I want to say it to you. It's interesting. So I've got on my main screen, I've got the Padre broadcast. On my phone, I've got the Dodger broadcast. The Dodger broadcast is a full 30 seconds ahead of the Padres.
Wow.
2 and 3 pitches ahead. Isn't that crazy? So I guess there's some local control of that. I mean, I don't want to be too inside baseball, but me and you talk about that all the time.
I'm watching it on MLB pay to watch type thing, the program plan.
Me too.
I got a 2-2 pitch right now. Snell's getting ready to go. That's where I'm at.
So Blake Snell has the ball right now, yeah?
He already threw it. He's already got the ball back.
He's wiping his nose.
Yeah, wiping his nose.
So we're on the same. So you're watching the Dodger broadcast, and so am I here. But on the Padre broadcast, it's 1-2. So it's 2.5 pitches behind. Isn't that crazy? Nate wants to know the Red score. Let me pull it up for you, buddy. I don't know. Let's see here.
Reds are that game's over.
Yeah, I don't see him. Oh, that's why it's over.
Yeah, they lost 6-3.
There you go. They lost 6-3, buddy.
That's gonna go foul.
Dodgers give me heartburn, says Jesse. You could be a Padres fan. I'll still like you, but I'll make fun of you. Help getting done with Chris Davis contract, right, Dirk? So the Rangers had Chris Davis when he was mashing. No, he wasn't mashing. When we believed he was going to mash. Then he goes to Baltimore. Was he hit 50 bombs? You guys, he's like your biggest star, one of the biggest stars in baseball. Then he signs that contract. And I remember that offseason, nobody signed him. It was like right at the end of spring training, and Baltimore, even though nobody signed him, still gives them $18 trillion for 100 million years. And they can't get out from under that now. That guy, one of the worst contracts ever.
Ever.
Yeah.
Up there with the Albert Bell contract for us.
Albert Bell.
We're still paying Albert Bell.
Are you really?
Albert Bell, back in the day, negotiated. He took his last $10 million of his contract and negotiated out to get $180,000 a year perpetuity. Is that going to drop in? Ow!
Hosmer made the play.
$180,000 a year. Wow, great play in Texas.
In Texas?
Yeah, we got no score going to the top of the 10th inning, and first batter just hit a drive to the left center, and your left fielder down there just went and dove on the track and caught it.
Nice
play. It was like $180,000 a year perpetuitous till either the day he passes or the day it runs out. If he passes away, then the balance of the contract is due to be paid to his estate. If he outlives it, which it was, I don't think he will. It's like 20 years or something. It was something ridiculous. But he negotiated that, and the Orioles were like, "Oh, that's great," because it's not, you think about 180,000 each year ain't much in the big picture, but we're still paying Albert Bell. He's still on our payroll.
Interesting.
So, hey, good for him as a player that said, "Okay, I got all this money in the bank account right now, but I need to have money to make sure I live each year just to be safe."
You can go fishing for the rest of your life or whatever, golf, whatever you want to do if you're doing that, right? That makes me think of the Bobby Bonilla contract. I mean, that was still going forever. I mean, it might even still be going.
Yeah, that's some dumb negotiations. We've had some bad ones over the years. Like we traded away Eddie Murray for Juan Bell, basically.
Yep.
To Cleveland. That's horrible.
My Dodgers got him after that.
And the dumbest thing
Go ahead.
I was going to say the dumbest thing we ever did in the history of our team, I think it was the dumbest thing that never happened. Brady Anderson got on steroids, hit 50 home runs 1 year. 4 teams offered us ridiculous prospects for him, and we turned it down. Instead, gave him an extension, and he hit about as well as I did. So,
yeah, he went to Carlsbad High School. They were in my division where I played and coached high school baseball for a few years. And he wasn't even a star at Carlsbad High. Obviously, he did well. I mean, he was a star, I guess. He wasn't like that big of a deal locally. And then obviously he got better. And then boom, that 1 year. So it seems to me that the likelihood of him, how do I say it? Whoa. The likelihood of him using some help is high.
Oh! That's not good.
Dodger game? What'd I miss?
No, Orioles game. Fly ball to right field, runner on third. He comes crashing home. Runs into the catcher. Out.
Oh. I got to get your setup, man. I got to get your setup where I got multiple games. I mean, we talked about it already, and I can do it. I just need to do it. You guys are great. Oh, thank you, Dirk. I appreciate you, man. I really do. And again, I know you've already been there, Dirk, but anybody else, this is Pete. Pete McDevitt is my good friend, my partner channel. The Pete McDevitt Show is the name of his channel now, and just a great guy. Does a lot of football, does a lot of baseball, does a lot of Disney. Tonight, he's interviewing D&G Explorers, my friends. They are Disney cruise aficionados. Is that the way to say that? That'll be real fun tonight. Different time, 7:30 Eastern time, Pete. Is that what you told me?
7:30.
And then he goes live with lots of baseball games, and we're going to be doing a draft show. We're going to do live during the draft. Will be on his channel, and we just worked out today that the Thursday preceding that we'll be doing a mock draft, which should be a lot of fun. I'll prep that tonight. And yeah, so get over to Pete's channel, give him some love, and thanks for being here, Dirk. Trevor looking filthy. No runs allowed, bunch of Ks. I was telling the group in chat here earlier, I don't know if you know this, he gives $1,000 for every strikeout to a local LA charity this month, a different one every month, and this month it's an after school program. And you know me, I'm an after school guy, so
yeah,
that's pretty dang cool. Did you see the article and the conversation about Major League Baseball taking Trevor Bauer's baseballs and sending him in to be looked at?
Yes, I did.
What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, they've got to take precaution all the way through. So
Trevor's pissed.
They're going to do due diligence.
Trevor's pissed because the article said that they were checking his balls, and Trevor says they're checking everyone's. They're pulling a couple balls off of each pitcher every game to check them to see if there's anomalies. But he's saying that Ken Rosenthal is saying they're just doing for Trevor. I find that interesting. I don't know who's telling the truth there.
It's hard to say.
Trevor's come out as very anti-Major League Baseball offices, the commissioner. So it's interesting that they might be coming back at him. I don't know. Is he just paranoid or is he telling the truth?
It's hard to tell. I think that play, see, and that's why that play was stupid. The runner was on third. He had to hold up over in Baltimore. Runner was on third. He had to hold up. It was a base hit to right field, one hop in front of the outfielder. Then he takes off and he gets thrown out the plate. You could have had first and third with one out and your next batter coming up. What are you doing? Just dumb. Dumb baseball.
Yeah. That's the thing about baseball, too. If you just know the game and you play it right, you have such an advantage. It's crazy.
Well, what's going to end up happening here is the next player is going to get out. They're going to put a runner on second in the bottom of the 10th inning, and the Rangers are going to win this game. Simple.
Well, as a rooter for the Rangers, I hope you're right, but man, I don't know.
Disappointing. Beautiful and sunny out there in San Diego, that's for sure.
Gorgeous. Low 70s, a little bit of breeze. That's why we were talking about it earlier. I don't know if she's still here. Jessie, Lady Disaster, Jeff's favorite bully, all the names. She's very into severe weather. She's a weather chaser.
Yeah.
And I love weather also, but I think one of the main reasons I love weather is because I'm from San Diego. We never had any. So it is what it is.
Makes sense.
So last game on your channel, we had the Red Sox versus the White Sox. I asked you who your favorite all-time Red Sox and White Sox players are. I always love to do that. So let's start with my Dodgers. Who's your favorite Dodger? And there are right and wrong answers for the Dodgers, by the way. The correct answer is Steve Garvey, but I'll let you tell.
Oh, damn it. Sorry. Texas.
That's all right.
Yeah. Damn. Come on, O's. Koufax.
Koufax is a good one. Couple 5-6 years, one of the great runs of all time as a pitcher.
Yeah, Koufax would probably be my guy.
That's a good one.
A lot of great Dodgers through the years. I tie Koufax and Jackie Robinson.
That's a great one too. I love Jackie. And my all-time favorite player is Steve Garvey, but I don't hate on either of those two that you just picked. What about the Padres? Less history, but fun history. Maybe not as much Hall of Fame.
I mean, everybody always goes to Tony Gwynn, but I mean, he was a great player. But you know, I would probably go Winfield.
Oh, I loved Dave Winfield. I was a big Tim Flannery fan. If you want to know a less star player, huge fan of Trevor Hoffman. But you can't go wrong with Tony Gwynn. Jeez.
Trevor Hoffman was great. Goose Gossage was great when he was there.
Ozzie Smith, before he was a superstar in San Diego that nobody knew about.
Yep.
Traded him for Gary Templeton.
Templeton.
That didn't go so well for San Diego, but it sure went well for St. Louis.
That's amazing. The guys that they traded away to do whatever they, you look at that trade there. You look at the fact that when they picked up Garvey,
yep,
they thought he would be a lot more, and he was toward the twilight of his career. So it wasn't.
He didn't have great years for them, but boy, did he have iconic moments. I mean, the home run against the Cubbies to send them to Game 5, which ended up sending them to World Series, was one of the great moments in Padres history.
Yeah.
And he's my favorite Padre, honestly. I mean, but he's my favorite Padre because he's my favorite all-time player. But I think of him as a Dodger. So Flannery, as not a superstar, but Trevor and Tony Gwynn. You know, I loved Ken Caminiti there for a while.
Ken Caminiti.
He was fun, man. What a heartbreaking end to his life. But boy, MVP for the Padres there for a while. Really, really good. And I loved me some Steve Finley for a while. So they had some good players, but a little different than the Dodgers. Piglet Rue Love City says, went to Dodger Stadium when I was 14 for Western Airlines Family Day. Nice. Went to Tommy Burgers. Nice. Down the hill from the stadium. I love those burgers. Tommy Burgers are good, man. Nice. You know your area. I love it. Yeah, I've got some good memories of local ball games there. I've told a few stories before, but it's a fun area. Nate, with the Chiefs lost Super Bowl. Staying on topic, buddy. Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
All right. Culberson's on second. Here we go. Orioles about to lose.
So is the top of 10 out there? Is that what we're doing?
Bottom of 10.
Oh, it's bottom of 10. Oh, I didn't understand that part. Okay. Oh, see, there you go. I don't like that rule.
And the Rangers getting ready to bunt.
And San Diego CT leads off with a ground ball, just short, one out. Fernando takes care of him. Top of 4.
I'll be right.
So if you're wondering what he's talking about, he's there in the international rules in the top, or I'm sorry, in the bottom of the 10th inning must be in Texas, right? And Culberson, who was the last out of the inning before, is now on second. And I hate that rule. We talked about that on his show.
So they try to bunt. He bunts it right to the pitcher. He throws it over to third, and I think he threw him out.
Oof.
On the tag. How do you bunt it right to the pitcher?
You miss. Who was the hitter?
Oh, let me see this. Make sure they got him.
In San Diego, Muncy up with a 1 out, top of 4. Dodgers up 2.
That tag was high. They might not get it. They might review that, Jeff.
Wow. Let me know. Yeah, I'm doing the Cubs Braves tonight. Yes, going to do the Cubs Braves for the game of the week, and then we'll have Creator Talk afterwards. Probably. I'm in.
There you go. You got a lot on the plate tonight.
Yeah, I probably should have thought that through with 3 games, but it is what it is.
Big curveball.
Top of the 4th in San Diego, bottom of the 10th in Texas. Pete's letting you know what's going on in Texas with his Orioles and my Rangers. My Dodgers and your Padres are on my screen. Having a little fun double header style. Kind of. I'm still blown away that the Dodger local broadcast is a good 3, even 4 pitches ahead of the Padre broadcast. I'm just shocked by that.
Oh, wow.
So again, Pete's got Derek and Gregory from D&G Explorers tonight, 7:30 Eastern time, a little different time. When he does an interview every Sunday night with a Disney creator. It's awesome. You should check it out. Shot to Manny scooped. Boy, he's smooth. I really don't like that guy, but boy, he is good. And that's the end of the top of 4 in San Diego. 2-0 good guys. Padres coming to bat. They only got 1 hit so far off of the great Trevor Bauer. Hopefully that'll stick around. What's going on in Texas? What was the call?
Call came out. They just barely got him by, I'm talking the blink of an eyelash.
So 1 out, man on first now.
1 out and runner on first. Yep. And the guy.
Did you watch? Are you a golf guy? Do you watch any golf? Did you watch any of that Masters?
Not really.
The guy who won is from Japan, and they talked about it being worth $1 billion over his lifetime. $1 billion to him. That's how big of a star it's going to make. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Wow. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. I don't know why that popped in my head. Hey, Don Bonin. Now it's great to see you. No, great to see you, Don. I'm doing great. A little sleepy. Doing great. Wifey's doing better. Thanks for asking. Astros Mariners tied 1-1. Top of 4th, says Jesse. Yeah, good to see you guys. It's been a while since I've seen a few people. Again, I didn't feel like I was taking a break, but it was a good week and a half that I was kind of out of it. Not really knowing what's going on in the world. Because
you had to do what you had to do.
Life happens, man, right? Life happens.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Well, I wanted to jump in and say hello. Preston's about to come in the door here. He just had a doubleheader.
You can only go if you promise to tell Preston I said hey, and have fun tonight with Derek and Gregory, D&G Explorers, 7:30 Eastern time over on Pete's channel. If you haven't gone over there yet, subscribe, give him some love, and check out his show tonight. And
you didn't even give me a hard time for wearing Myers and the Mouse shirt and producing.
I like them. I mean, if it said somebody that I didn't like as much, maybe I'd give you a hard time. You should have told me. I got a Myers and the Mouse shirt. I think mine's black, but we could have been twinsies. But no, never mind. I would never do that.
No. All right, we will talk soon.
Good seeing you, buddy, guys.
Go Dodgers.
Go Pete. Pete is a great guy. Check out his channel. Does a lot of sports, does a lot of baseball, football, and Disney stuff. You have a great day, buddy. Tell Preston I said hey.
You threw the ball away. All right. I'll talk to you.
See you later, man. Guys, that's Pete. He's my good friend and a partner channel. And again, if you haven't checked out his channel, you're just doing it wrong because he's a good guy and does some great content. He was our, if you don't know the story, he was basically the play-by-play guy for the Beverly Challenge in Disney. Beverly Challenge was something that we did. A lot of Disney creators participated in, and it was a blast. And that's where we all got together. That was the opening weekend of Galaxy's Edge out in Orlando. It was an amazing time. Dawn Bone and the Hitchhiking Bones. I love it. Anyway, it was a great time when Galaxy's Edge opened in Orlando. And really where we all got to meet each other in person. And we've just all been, we were already friends, but when you meet in person, it takes it to another level. Anyway, just a great guy. Love him. And if you don't know him, you're going to love his channel. Get over there and give it some love. Back to this Trevor on the Hill. It's a Cy versus Cy battle. Dodgers versus Padres. Trevor Bauer versus Blake Snell. Last time Blake Snell played against the Dodgers was Game 6 of the World Series, where he gave up 1 hit, no walks, 6 1/3. 1 out in the 7th, they pulled him, and all heck broke loose, and the Dodgers became the world champions right after. Hey, Dean. Dean, follow the happy. Don't call me Turkey Legs. You're in the house. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Oh, Bauer gives up a blast. That is gone. Jake Cronenworth, the little second baseman, goes up to the second level. That was a no-doubter. Looked like a little deuce down that Jake timed and sent to Scripps Ranch in San Diego. That was a blast. Look at that little cute kid having a good time. You're in left field, kid. The ball was in right. Cronenworth makes it 2-1. Good guys are still winning. But your Padres coming back now. We say hi to Dean. Dean's my good friend. He likes turkey legs. He likes happy. He likes hamburgers. I like him. He's a good guy. Met him. Not the same weekend, but met him down at Disney Springs, not in the Disney parks. Same difference, right? Disney Springs, boy, a year and a half now, right? I don't know what it was. That was a good time. We were just coming out of getting some ice cream for the wife and the kids, and there was Dean. It was awesome. You can call me lover of turkey legs, right? Okay, there you go. That kid's good, yeah, right? You can call me lover of turkey legs. It's something I've never said before, Dean. I like legs. It's different. She's got legs, and Dean knows that he loves them. Fernando only hitting 138 on the young year. 2 bombs, only 2 RBIs, both solo blasts. Gotta wonder, is it the shoulder? Is it not? I don't know. But boy, shot to Turner at third. I was just gonna say he takes massive cuts at the ballpark, and boy, he did right there. He tried to take JT's glasses and hat and head right off. But JT makes the play over at third. Fernando, man. Oh, top spin. Ooh, that was a rope. Jeff, you're weird. Not the first time I've heard that. Dirk either taking a nap or noticing that I'm singing a little ZZ Top. I love me some ZZ Top. My daughter so this is cool. I've got 4 daughters, right? My youngest is 16. My oldest 2 already giving me grandkids. So I'm in that whole 25 to 16 thing, right? That's the age of my daughters. And when they start liking music that you like, it's a proud moment, right? My youngest, this is a good 5 years ago now, started to like ZZ Top. Why? Because she loved Duck Dynasty. And it was the preview roll, whatever they did. But anyway, I like legs because I'm from San Diego, and it is what it is. Trevor breaking off some nice deuces, which is nice to see because he just got taken deep by a deuce. Manny Machado, if you were here earlier, you heard the story relayed by the Dodger broadcaster that I shared here about Manny kind of mocking Trevor, having a little fun blasting his fastball. Trevor said he's not going to throw any more fastballs. And yeah, we'll see how this turns out. When I'm at Disney, When I'm at Disney, I just to see some Lego. ZZ Top. Sharp Shirts, man, there you go. Every girl's crazy about a shop. Remember when they weren't going to, like, Bic tried to give them $1 million each to shave off their beards? They said, nope. Must be nice. Not a lot of things in life I wouldn't do for $1 million. And I'm not even money nuts. I mean, I like money, but you know. ZZ Top, underrated, right? Underrated. Kind of iconic, but not for their music. But their music's pretty freaking great. I don't know. Kind of weird. Yep. I like Sharp Dressed Man. I like legs. I'm just going to stick with legs. Don't like turkey legs as much as Dean does. I like turkey sliced. I want someone else to do the work. I just want to consume it. One of my favorite things about doing these shows, is the conversations where they go. Like, what are we talking about? And why are we talking about it? I blame you, Dean. Manny 3-2. Dodgers up 2-1. We are in the bottom of the fourth. Trevor on the hill. 56 pitches in. Is he going to throw a fastball to Manny? I say no. I bet he throws a deuce here. Let's find out. Throws a fastball heater, and Manny does the same thing he did last at bat. Takes the heater into left field for a base hit. Interesting. First base coach wearing my wife's face mask over there. A little weird. 10 of you in the house. I appreciate every single one of you. Again, whether there's one person or 100 people. Ooh, JT should have made that play at third. I mean, come on. Easy for me to say, weighing 300 pounds and sitting on my chair here, but little hop just over his glove. Huh. Anyway, where was I? I don't know. Okay, it's my fault. That's cool. You're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome? Eric Hosmer, one of my favorite World Baseball Classic heroes. Look at the offensive stats for World Baseball Classic. Eric Hosmer's up at the top, man. Because he was there for twice, you know? Come on, it's every 4 years. He was on the team twice. So it only goes to, and Adam Jones, I think, was the same. I think he was on there twice. Anyway, Eric Hosmer's on the leaderboard for at least America and for some of the all-time leaderboards on World Baseball Classic stuff. Have you been? Did you go? Do you enjoy the World Baseball Classic? I was blessed to go there the first season they ever had it. A couple other games in Arizona. Was there for Clemens start. Griffey Jr. hit that 480-foot blast. Actually got to talk to Mr. Griffey about that blast one-on-one once. Right, Chad Wombat in the house. Welcome in. I appreciate you being here yesterday for our Star Wars show. Chad was there. I do a show every Saturday morning with my daughter. I really do it for my daughter. She's a big Star Wars nut. So am I. And we do a weekly, let's try that again. We do a weekly talk show Saturday mornings, 9:15, 9:30. It was 9:30 this week. Where we talk Star Wars. We have spoken is what we call it. And Chad was there. And I appreciate you stopping in again today, 2 days in a row, buddy. Thank you so much. I'll be in the Magic Kingdom Wednesday. Nice, Dean. You've been going more lately. I love it. Good for you. I'm jealous. We'll be there again in October. We were there about a month ago. We'll be back there in October, where I'm hoping the world will be actually normal. I'd like to burn my mask and just walk around, but we'll see. And I say that because, man, it was a beast walking around in that mask 3 days, 4 days, or whatever. I mean, we only went to the parks once because you couldn't get in. You couldn't buy tickets. But in October, we're going to be there. It's going to be a big family event. One of my daughters and her husband and their kid are coming. And then my other daughters and their husband and their two other kids are hoping to come. And my mom's coming and her husband. And, of course, my family. So it's going to be a whole big family thing. And I'm excited about it. And honestly, it won't even bug me if we don't go in the parks, although we'll want to go in the parks because we'll want to be there. But there's so much to do. I just want to hang out with my kids. And I do want to see my kids, my grandkids now, see the castle and all that stuff. So that'll be fun. Anyway, Dean, I'm jealous. I'll be watching I always watch your Instagram. By the way, follow Dean's Instagram, but only with one eye, because every now and then he posts pictures of like Queen Elizabeth, but it's him, or I don't know, Jennifer Lawrence and it's him, or it's kind of terrifying. And it cracks me up every time. I love it, but I try. It scars my dreams. But anyway, a little hit and run there. Runner was going. Eric Hosmer reaches out way up and away, but gets his bat on like he's supposed to. Hits a ground ball over to Seager, moves the man over. Pretty good bat skills there, actually, from Eric Hosmer. Interesting. But that's 2 outs. Man on second. Tying run on second. Bottom of 4. Trevor's still up. Trevor and the Dodgers still up 2-1. I mean, it better be fun for you, Dean, because I'm afraid to go to sleep now, Dean. Because, I know I am. Well, you know what? I can do it the other way. Is that better? How about that? I did it because there's not a screen that's good with 2 people and the share screen. I can share screen with the 2 people and then no game, no game. But with Pete on there, I don't know. It's the whole thing. I've got Ecamm. I just need to use Ecamm. Pete uses Ecamm. I just need to use Ecamm. It's too lazy to learn it. I'm paying for this stupid thing, right? I mean, I know. Much better, right? You're welcome. What can I say except I'm gray? You're welcome. Yeah, I kind of forgot. Thanks for pointing that out. 2-1 Dodgers. My Dodgers, your Padres in San Diego. Bottom of 4. The great Manny Machado. Couple base hits. 5-6 hole, 20 win hole off of Trevor today. He's on second right now. The tying run, bottom of 4. Trevor Bauer's on his 64th pitch in the 4th inning, which isn't too bad, but isn't too great. Point being, I don't see him lasting a whole lot longer. Maybe 6th or 7th or so. He's pitching well, but he's definitely not pitching easy, in my never so humble opinion. We went from 12 people to 8 in like 5 seconds there, so I'm sorry I pissed you off, but I'm glad you're here if you're still here. Stick around. We're going to have another game tonight. The Cubs versus the Braves, the Sunday night game of the week on ESPN. We'll be talking baseball and other things too. Do you know that we found life in Venus? We actually found it like 10 years ago, and we have found some proof that it's likely. Isn't that crazy? Point is, we'll talk about other stuff too. Trevor with a big looping deuce that called for a strike. I don't think I agree, but I'll take the call. If you're worried about your hair, ask Corey for advice. I am so not worried about my hair, but I would go to Corey for sure if I needed some help. Corey's a good guy. Corey's one of the guys that I wish I knew even better. I mean, I know Corey. I consider him a friend. For my part, I consider him a friend. He's just so likable, isn't he? I just love that guy. I had him on my show. I used to do an interview show like Pete does. Pete will have D&G Explorers on his channel, 7:30 tonight, 7:30 Eastern time, so in about 2 hours. They're good friends of mine too, Derek and Greg. Check them out. But anyway, I used to do that too. I used to have a weekly show that was a Disney interview show also. And the week I had Corey on was one of my favorite weeks, not because of the interview, because of the after show. When I had him on, the show was about an hour and a half, and we probably talked for an hour, just me and him afterwards. Just so good to get to know him. Such a good guy, such a good, beautiful family. Just really, really, really like them. And if you don't know who I'm talking about Corey Meets World, one of the better Disney YouTubers in all of existence. Just a good guy. Check out his channel if you don't know what I'm talking about. He's at the parks a couple times a week or so. Throwing a big deuce again, fouled off. Manny was going on the 1-2 pitch there. Still 1-2. Trevor's almost to 70 pitches. It'll be 68th pitch the next time he throws there. I was interested to see Manny running to third there. Doesn't make a lot of sense with 2 outs. You get thrown out, you're an idiot. You're safe. Do you really get much of an advantage? I guess you can score on a ball in the dirt. Maybe trying to get him to not have to throw a curveball. That makes a lot of sense to me. I would keep my butt on second if I were you, Manny Machado. But what do I know? Trevor's laboring, it looks like. Physically breathing hard out there on the hill. Another deuce outside and away, and sits him down. Strike 3. The inning's over. We are going to the top of the 5th in San Diego. My Dodgers ahead of your Padres 2-1. Nate Pete is getting ready for his show. His son is just getting back from his ball game, so he's going and giving his family some love, doing his thing, and he'll be back in 2 hours on his own channel. Interviewing Doug. I did Doug again. Who's Doug? Derek and Gregory from D&G Explorers on Pete's channel. Who's Doug? Why do I keep saying Doug? Anyway, Nate, Pete is hanging out with his kid right now, but he was on my channel here a minute ago. Guys, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Pete McDevitt is my partner channel, and he's a good guy. Give him some love. He'll be live tonight with D&G. I will be back for the Braves and the Cubbies, and we'll be doing Creator Talk Live later. Also, where we talk about growing on YouTube and having fun and all of that stuff. My Dodgers are live right now in San Diego. I do a lot of the Dodger games. Doug from Up, right? Yeah, I was actually thinking Doug from PTV. Like, why? I don't know. Because they're both. I think I'm thinking Doug from PTV is popping out because they're both they're both California. It's not San Diegans. PTV's up in the. Doesn't matter. They're both in California, so they're Disneylanders in my head. I don't know why else that doesn't make sense. And a good guy. Doug from Up. I love Doug from Up. Could be Doug from Up. I'm losing my train of thought. Anyway, Braves Cubs tonight. Creator Talk Live tonight. I'll be doing an NFL watch party special. The draft preview show, mock draft 2021 coming up soon. I'll post that on my channel for next Thursday or one of these Thursdays coming up, whatever day it is. But I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for spending a little of your Sunday here with me. What's your favorite part about the World Series? My favorite part of the World Series is when the Dodgers won. Julio Urias raising his hands and us winning. I'm a big Dodgers fan, so us winning was the first time we've won since 88. Won in 81, won in 88, and now won it last year. Those are the only 3 times they've won it in my lifetime. Went to the World Series in 74, 78, 77, 78. Didn't win any of those. Got heartbroken in 85, but hadn't been there. Jeff, check your ticker. It's gone wacky. Really? My ticker on the bottom? What does it say? Has it gone wacky? We'll be doing this every Sunday. I don't think it's gone wacky. You seen something I'm not seeing? I don't see it. Let me know. The game won? What's wrong with that one? It looks good too. What are you seeing, Jesse? I don't know what you're saying. Anyway, top of the 5th, Dodgers up 2-1. Still got Blake Snell on the hill. 1-1 pitch to this new guy, our second baseman. It fixed itself. I didn't see what you saw. Huh. Anyway, I don't know the story about why this kid's in the ball game today. Not really sure. Anyway, what I was trying to say is when the Dodgers are on the West Coast, evenings, weekdays, I'll go live and watch the Dodger game. Hadn't in a while because we had some family stuff, but I'll be doing a lot of the West Coast games. So when they're in San Diego, when they're in San Francisco, when they're in Anaheim, when they're in Oakland, and when they're in LA, when they're in Seattle, any of those West Coast games on the weekdays, because, it's the evening. Today is a weird time to go, but 3:00 my time, my Dodgers, it was easy. Almost didn't go because I've got a late game, and then I got my Creator Talk Live. So 3 times in one day, that's kind of nuts. But I'm going to watch my Dodger game anyway. Might as well hang out with you guys, make some new friends, say hi to current friends, all that kind of stuff. Let's check the other scores of the day. In the game 2, the White Sox are up 1-0 in Boston. Game 2 of that doubleheader. Top of 10, Pittsburgh's taking a 6-5 lead in Milwaukee. Top of 9, Mets up 2-1 in Colorado. Bottom of 6, Detroit's up 2-1 in Oakland. Top of 5 in Seattle, tied with Houston 1-1. Tonight's big game, Atlanta versus Chicago. It's at 7 o'clock Eastern time, about an hour and a half from now. D-backs have already beaten the Nationals. Phillies already beat the Cardinals. I think that gets you up to date. Reds got beat. Snell strikes out new guy. New guy runs to first because the ball bounces and sits his rear end down. Snell's 7th strikeout of the ball game. Got to be honest. Last couple innings, he's looked stronger than Trevor to my eye. But down 2-1 to my Dodgers. If you haven't made it the whole time and you're not watching the game, I'll say it again. Padres looking pretty sweet in the camo jerseys today. Jesse has a question. Question is, will this game be over in time to flip over to cover the next game? I know, I didn't even think about that. 4:45. I mean, you're right. You make a good point. We'll see. Could be right. Well, time's the game start. 6 my time, hour 15. Yeah, you might be right. That'll be tight. It'll be tight. I don't know. We'll have to find out. I've been promoting the heck out of Creator Talk Live, but I got to be honest with you. By then, I might need a nap. And I haven't been on my Peloton today yet. I should have been on my Peloton earlier. Didn't give that a whole lot of thought either. I got to do at least a 10-minute run on there. Lose some LBs. Anyway, 80 is still in chat. I appreciate every single one of you, whether you're brand new or you're a veteran of the channel, whether you're a member of the channel, whether you dropped many, many super chats, or whether you don't even know what that is. Every single one of you spending even a minute of your time with me means a lot. I love doing this. I'm having a lot of fun talking Disney, talking baseball, talking football, talking things I love with people I love. It's just a lot of fun, and it's fun because of you guys. So thank you for being a part of this, hanging out, even if you're just sticking around for a minute or you hang out the whole day. I appreciate it. Yeah, no problem, Jesse. I might do that. Totally understand. No worries at all. Working on the 88th pitch here from Blake Snell in the beautiful brown and white camo jerseys. Working against another Cy Young Award winner, Trevor Bauer. Goes fairly deep for a pitcher to center, but it's still a can of corn. Trevor doing some chirping. I don't know to who. Looks like Blake is chirping back. I don't know about what. Everybody looks like they're laughing, though. Put my AirPods back in so I can listen to the game, see if. Clearly, you already done 2 games. Well, that's true. I mean, I just hang with Pete, but yeah. It's a comfy chair, but it's a little long. You're right. I don't know. What time is Pete's live? Pete is going tonight at, oh shoot, I hope I got it right. 8:30 Eastern time, 7:30 my time, I think. Go to Pete's channel and make sure I've got that right, because I don't want to say the wrong time. But check out his channel, hit the notification bell, and when he goes live, you'll know. So he's got DNG Explorers. I've been joking around about them, but I got to be honest with you. They got a great channel. A lot of Disney cruise information. So definitely want to check that out if you're into that. And they're just good guys. So. Oh, shoot. There we go. So anyway, Nate, check out Pete's channel and make sure you hit the notification bell. So if I give you the wrong time, I don't screw you up. Snell to Mookie now. 2-0 pitch on the corner, 2-1. 2 outs. Top of 5 Dodgers up 2-1. 2 of the best players in baseball. Snell versus Mookie right here. Starting to look into the pen. Padres got a right-hander up. I think Snell's looking pretty smooth right here. I wouldn't be worried about that too much. There you go. Jesse, I think, is right. 7:30 Eastern. Oh, I said 8:30 then. So there you go. So in about an hour and 45 minutes, Nate, sounds like it. Anyway, Mookie, second in MVP voting last year, going to do a little damage against Blake Snell, like he did against the Rays last year in the World Series. Reagan does have a channel, Nate. If you go to my channel on the main page, she's one of the first channels you can see. My partner channels, it's got family channels or whatever it says. You can find Reagan's channel right on my page. That makes sense? Probably just type in Reagan Bates and it'll probably pop up. Anyway, 2-1 my Dodgers, top of 5. Mookie versus Snell. Pretty iconic matchup right here. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, Nate, give her some love. Her channel. We're doing a lot of her content now. The Star Wars show on my channel, just because there's more people over there. But we'd love to move it over to her channel. That is the plan, at least. Mookie right off the end of the bat, a little squibber to Hosmer. Close play at first. Snell looked like he didn't think he touched the bag, but the ump says he did. After 4.5, we go to the bottom of fifth. Dodgers up 2-1. Here, let's see if I can get you over to Reagan's channel. Let me see if I can. See if I'm not lying to you so I can find the right link so you guys can go give Reagan's channel some love. I can figure out how to find that for you. So if you go to my channel, you hit channels, click on channels. I think that should take you to the channels that I have a relationship with. No, it goes to my subscriptions, doesn't it? There we go. Check out these channels. What the heck? Those are my partner channels. Where do I find my Reagan? There it is. She's got 105 subscribers. I have a secondary channel called Animated Investor. Reagan actually has more subscribers than I do over there. There you go. Boom, boom. That's Reagan's channel. I am seriously multitasking today, watching live streams and editing a video. Nice. Tell me about the video. Nate and anybody else, that's Reagan's channel right there for you. Give it some love if you'd like. She's awesome. She hasn't put a lot of content on there recently, but she will shortly. A lot of her content, again, is just on this channel. Just trying to help her grow. So I hope you give that a look-see. A lot of Star Wars talk. She's got a book she's working on. Someday we'll tell you guys about that on her channel. Lots of fun stuff. Jesse, what's the video you're making? I am I'm done on a video, just a quick, easy video of me being on the boat in Epcot, the little pond there, lake, whatever. Just did a quick little video, 2-3 minutes the most. It's kind of fun. I'll probably put that out. I'll probably put it up today for tomorrow. If I get time, probably. We shall see. Anyway, in beautiful San Diego, my Dodgers up against your Padres 2-1, going to the bottom of the fifth inning, halfway through this game. You're welcome, Nate. Thank you for asking. Excuse me, if you're in LA and the Dodgers strike out 10, you get a free jumbo jack that I just said on their broadcast. That's pretty fun. I'm not a big fan of jumbo jacks, but hey, if you are in LA, you're halfway to a free burger tomorrow. Bottom of 5, Bauer doing his visualizations in his head on the mound, talking to himself, not quite Mark Fidrich style, but not that far away. Weather video is cool. Cool. Mateo squares to bunt and fails 0-1. Nate, I have not been to Ohio. I've never been to your state, let alone that stadium. I would love to. I hear chili dogs are the best in Cincinnati at the ballpark. I hear they're the best place in the world to have a chili dog, and I would love to do that someday. Hey, Aaron. Aaron memes Y in the house. What's going on, Aaron? Hope you're having a great day. Happy Sunday. Welcome in. If you're new here, my name is Jeff Dole. That's the channel, and I hope you stick around and have a good time. If I piss you off, that's okay. Hit the dislike button. If I don't, hope you decide to subscribe and stick around and have a good time. I'm a big Dodgers fan. We're watching a lot of Dodgers games on this channel. We talk Disney. We talk a little football. We're going to do an NFL draft preview coming up here soon. Anyway, welcome in. Welcome in. The Padre broadcast, they're showing a little girl with a Pokemon sign. Not sure why they're showing it. Snellzilla. Oh, it was a Blake Snell sign. I see it now. Padres trivia question is the Dodger. Justin Turner has 107 career hits versus the Padres. The Dodgers with the most career hits versus the Padres. Who is it? Ethier, Karros, Russell, or Ron Say? I'm going to go with Karros. Could be Ether. Both had really long careers. All of them had long careers, though. Don't know the answer. If I see it on their broadcast, I'll let you know. Watching the Dodgers, Padre broadcast over there. Watching the Dodger broadcast. Oh, JT trips and falls on the base. So, did you see that? Are you watching the game? JT, Justin Turner makes the catch. Trips on third base. and takes a header. He's laughing though. President Leash announced, what's going on, Leash? Hold on, let me watch this replay. So JT runs, makes a play, trips on the base. He's laughing before he even hit the ground, so. Trevor Bauer gives him the safe call. That was great. If you didn't see that, you missed it. That was pretty fun. President Leash, long time no see. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you back. Hey, Jeff and everyone. Hope you're well. In Palm Springs, nice. My Yankees are overrated. Your Yankees are bad. I don't know if you were listening to me make the predictions this year, but I had the call on the Yankees. I don't see the pitching staff. And I picked Judge to win the AL MVP, but I still didn't pick them to win the AL East. I still think they're going to do a little better than this, but not well. Which favorite color? It's like Buddy the Elf. Dodger blue, Nate. Dodger blue. Of course. Dodger blue. Jesse calling them klutz. Nah, come on. That'll be on ESPN Sports Center. Yeah, pitching is brutal. I mean, Garrett, obviously, you're right. He's a stud. You see, they got rid of German, which probably should have done because of what a prick the guy is. But now he can't even pitch either, it seems. Yeah, you guys are in trouble. I mean, you've got a couple guys coming back, but they need to make some moves for pitchers or they're in trouble. Yeah, they couldn't need to build, and the hitting will come around. Obviously, that lineup is pretty good. Ooh, blast to right, looks deep. Mookie's got it. In front of the Finance of America mortgage sign for the second out of the bottom of the fifth. Carantini, which is fun to say, so I'll say it again. Victor Carantini, deep drive to right. What's my favorite food? My next food I get. What's my favorite food? I'm an Italian food kind of guy. Eat a lot of Mexican. Got a lot of taco places around here. If I could only have one more food the rest of my life, I'd want Italian, though. But that's because there's a lot, though, right? Nate, I'm a big guy. I like a lot of food. They're in big trouble. Boone seems like he lost control of the team. Yeah, I don't disagree with you, Leash. I think it's too bad, too, because I like Aaron Boone. It's hard not to win there. And it's hard. It's really hard. Matter of fact, it's impossible to have high expectations as a Yankee and not win. Like he's in a heap of big trouble. Now he's a fun guy. He's a personality, and he'll be never going to give his job back. I mean, he'll be fine, but that's rough. Yeah, I think the expectations for the Yankees this year were foolish, foolhardy, stupid, ignorant. Their rotation didn't look that good. What was the best case scenario? I would submit to you 2 starters were good at the most, and one of them's elite, but you only get them 1 out of every 5 games. So I don't get it. Houston versus the Nationals. I hate the Astros. So that's the only way you'll get me to pick the Nationals, Nate. I hate the Astros. I have a shirt that is an asterisk. I mean, they're cheaters. And they cheated against my Dodgers. So, yeah. I hate the Raiders in football the most. I never really thought I had a team that I hated in baseball, but now I do. The Astros. Cheater. I don't know why pumpkin eater's a thing, but there you go. Sorry, Houston fans. Not really. Your team's cheating. 11 is still in here. How many of you are Astros fans? Who knows? Appreciate every single one of you. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a veteran here, thanks for being back. My name is Jeff. Dole Whip Dad's the channel. I do a lot of Dodger games, especially the weekday evening games, and I do a Sunday night game of the week. Tonight it's the Braves versus the Cubs. Bauer, kind of cruising. Doesn't look filthy, but I mean, throwing curves on the edge and throwing 94, 95. I guess I should be more realistic. I mean, great lineup here. Dodgers up 2-1. Bottom of 5. 2 outs, 1 and 2. One, 2 to Kim. Heater down the middle. Kim fouls it away. And the Dodgers are up 2-1 in beautiful downtown San Diego. Great seeing the fans getting foul balls now in San Diego. Deeply hated watching the empty stadiums last year. Deeply hated all the fake noise in baseball and in football last year. So glad that's over. Especially in California. Didn't think that they were going to open up the parks in California because, crazy people. But glad I was wrong. Glad they're letting people in the stadiums out there. Nate, why'd you ask me Houston versus the Nationals? You're a Reds fan, right? My good friend Lynn, who I mentioned a few times from the Lynn Project, just posted running my first 10K video. Go check that out. Lynn from the Lynn Project. She's my co-host and partner channel, co-host of Creator Talk Live. And I will be checking that video out at some point tonight. And well, maybe tomorrow if I don't get to it tonight, but I'm sure that'll be fun. She's awesome. Really gotten into running in the past year or so. Bauer with a curveball looked outside to me, but it's the end of the inning with the call. We're through 5-2-1. Good guys. My Dodgers leading your Padres by a score of 2-1. Braves versus Cubs later tonight. ESPN Game of the Week, as I do that every Sunday night, God willing. And then Creator Talk Live will be after that tonight. How to grow a community and a channel and grow on social media. Sent me the link. I don't know what that means. Did you send me a link? I don't know what we're talking about, Nick. Don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, so that'll be fun. We do a show called Creator Talk Live on Sunday nights. We also do a show called Good Morning Disney. It's on hiatus right now because me and my wife do it. My wife's not feeling that well lately, but we'll get that show back up and running in the mornings once she's feeling better. That's 5 days a week. And then Saturdays, we have a show called We Have Spoken, me and my 16-year-old daughter, Reagan, talking about Star Wars. It's a lot of fun, silliness. Yesterday, we did a quick half-hour show on our favorite women of the Star Wars universe. Being a 16-year-old young lady who loves Star Wars, I was intrigued and interested to hear who her answers were. My favorite is Gina Carano. You have to watch the show to see who hers was. My friend Walt from Mouse Talk doing a Disney movie review. He's live right now or on his channel. Obviously, I want you to stay on my channel, but I don't mind my friends getting some love here. So Walt from Mouse Talk is live. Lynn just posted a video. My buddy Pete will be live in about an hour and a half. There's a lot of good content from my friends tonight for you. And again, I'll be going live for Braves versus Cubs and doing Creator Talk Live later tonight. Jeff, I need a Dodger dog, and it's your fault. Jesse, actually, they're Nathan's. They're not Dodger dogs. Dodger dogs are Farmer John's. Nathan's are the ones they use at the 4th of July in Coney Island. But I got some Nathan's downstairs. They're not bad. I'm not going to lie. Now I want one too. It's a beautiful day for a ball game. All right. Going to the top of the 6th, my Dodgers up 2-1. Again, if you're sticking around, I appreciate it. Smash the subscribe button if you're new here. I hope you're having a good time. I am. Dodgers with a win tonight will sweep the Friars. They've won 7 straight against the Padres. I'm just listening to the Dodger broadcast say that. And it'll be their 9th straight win overall if they win tonight. Austin Adams with a 15.00 ERA coming in. Can't imagine with a 15 ERA the Dodgers aren't stoked to see this guy in. Seager, who is due, and I'm probably happy to see Snell on the bench, has a shot right here. Rangers win. All right. Jesse shares. Rangers win over the Orioles of 1-0. I'm sure Pete's bummed about that. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, not sorry. Corey Seager up to bat. He was the hero the other night. Extra innings, put the man on second. Corey goes deep to right. Basically, they put the game away. They took a 2-run lead, ended up adding 3 or 4 more. I think they were up by 5 or 6. And the Padres ended up pitching a non-pitcher and having an outfielder be a pitcher is pretty fun stuff. If you're interested in what's going on with our situation with my wife, I did do a post video, I don't know, 2 nights ago, 3 nights ago, whatever it was, I don't know, about our, just a little overview, nothing too technical or detailed, but a little video about our situation and why we were away and 2 trips to ERA in a week. So if you want to watch that, that's live on my channel right now. If you're interested in the Star Wars thing, obviously it's just a quick show with my wife, my daughter, about a 30-minute show that we did live yesterday. Our favorite women of the Star Wars universe. You can check that out. That's live on the channel now. Also, be posting a quick video about just a quick boat ride in Disney. Should go. It's basically done. I just got to finish up the tiny bit of editing. That'll be up and probably on the channel tomorrow. You can check that out. Seager struck out to start the top of the 6th. Interesting pitch, little slot sidearm, little Dennis Eckersley angle, if you know what I'm talking about. I don't know this pitcher. I'm not sure if that's something he does normally. And I think if he leaves it up to guys like Seager, he's going to get blasted, I got to be honest. JT, who just tripped over a base up to bat, 5 bombs on the early season, 16 RBIs, hitting over 418 to be specific on the young year. Astros up over the Mariners 2-1. Tigers up over the Athletics 2-1, according to Jesse. I love it, Jesse. Thank you very much. Oral Hershiser on the Dodger broadcast talking about he just tweeted out a picture of JT falling over the base. I'll check that out. Sox over the Sox 2-0, top of the 4th. I'll let you pick which one. Swing and a miss from, is it Adams? I think it's Adams. 2-2 to JT, 1 out, top of 6. Yes, Adams. Not Mike Adams, who used to be a Padre reliever, but this guy Adams. High strike for strike 3 there. They're talking on the broadcast, GIF or GIF. You tell me in chat. I have no idea why people think it's a GIF. It's a GIF. It's a G. That ball's up. That ball is up. Ump. Will Smith almost gets hit with a pitch, but swings anyway, fouls it off. Interesting. Will Smith of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Not really. The other guy. Probably the best young catcher in baseball right now. Yeah, the Dodgers are tripping on pretty much every pitch here. It's been an interesting strike zone. I don't mind it. It's been big. Swing the bat, people, but Dodgers are definitely having something to say now. Nobody looks mad, but a little perplexed. Will Smith, Austin Barnes. I'll tell you what, that's a pretty good combo behind the plate. Both right-handed hitters. It is what it is. Both solid defensively. Barnes is elite defensively. Will Smith's bat, though, is pretty dang good. He's not JT Realmuto, but he's probably better than everyone else in the league right now besides him. I'm a big fan. It's pretty dang good. And I really like Austin Barnes. I think he'd be a solid starter too. It's good to have them both. But Will Smith just struck out. Little slider on the outside edge. That ends 5.5. We go to the bottom of 6. My good guys, the Dodgers up 2-1 over the bad guys, your Padres. Let me know in chat, who's your team? Some of you have already told me. I don't know all of the answers on who you said. I know Nate is a Reds fan. I know Jessie is a Dodgers fan, but she doesn't want to admit it. Let me know who your team is. A couple more of you are in here. I'd love to know. I'm a big Dodgers fan. I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, so I do root for the Rangers, but it's just because of the home team. I'm a Dodgers fan. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. I do have a show tonight for the ESPN Game of the Week, Cubs versus Braves, and I do have a show tonight, Creator Talk Live, where we talk about how to grow on YouTube and other social medias. Pro Manhattan, my friend, says she's a Mariners fan. Nice. Jesse says, I know I'm a Dodgers fan. It's about time you made me admit it. That's what that's what it says here. Anyway, let me know. Really what I want to know is why you're not a Dodgers fan. I mean, that's really the question that I want to ask. What did life ever do to you that you made yourself not want to be a Dodgers fan? Because I don't understand it. R2. All right, so let me check out. So the next game tonight, we've already talked about this. It's 7:08 Eastern, 6:08 here. It's about an hour away. Do I stay to the end of the game or do I take a break here? I'm not really sure. I don't want to be late for that game. Not really sure. We'll just play it by ear. We'll watch this inning. We'll play it by ear. I mean, Trevor's still in there. I want to watch Trevor at least. We'll see. We'll see. Jesse says, I like them because you're a Dodgers fan and I made her see the light. Is that what that says? It's hard to read. I think that's what that says. Bauer on the hill. Wait, bottom of six? Bottom of six in beautiful San Diego. Top of the order for the Padres, Profar, and all the big bats. Here in the bottom of six. Should I stay or should I go now? Should I stay or should I go now? I love that song. If I go, there will be trouble. If I stay, there will be double. Come on, let me know. Na 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 na. This indecision's bugging me. If you don't want me, set me free. I don't know the words to that song. We pop up to left field. AJ under it. First out, Jerkson. Didn't get buzzed there. Got to be honest with you. If it wasn't 2-1, if we had a big lead there, I could see Jerkson getting buzzed. Love to see the Dodgers get a big lead and see what happens if Jerkson comes up with a big lead for the Dodgers. We'll see. We'll see. The Dodger broadcast, they're doing a promo for their premium home run seats, where the first row, one of the first home runs of the season that went in the premium seats, landed in the guy's nachos and exploded, and he's got nachos all over him. And it makes for a good promo, I got to tell you. It's pretty good. Da-na-na-na-na. Jake Cronenworth, who took a bomb deep to right off Trevor earlier. Pretty sure it was a high deuce curveball. The average, nope, not the average. The answer to the trivia question, which Dodger has the most hits against the Padres? Billy Russell. I think I said Karros. Did I guess Karros? I'm pretty sure I guessed Karros. I think I think ups. Another pop up into left field. Polk's to come strong, but makes the play. Again, interesting. I keep harping on this. On the Dodger broadcast, Cronenworth is now out. Jerkson's been out. Cronenworth is now out. On the Padres broadcast, I just watched the first. Yeah, that was just the first pitch to Profar. So I'm 2 full batters ahead on the Dodger broadcast. That's crazy. Pearl, why are we singing Should I Stay or Should I Go Now? Are you trying to decide, or you just wanted to know if I knew that song? If I go, there will be trouble. I like that song. Fernando Tatis Jr. up to bat. Fernando Tatis Sr., forever one of the least favorite people in my life, took my Dodgers Chan-Ho Park deep twice in the same inning for 2 grand slams. 2 grand slams, both against the same pitcher. Chan-Ho Park pitching to Fernando Tatis, now senior. Same inning, 2 grand slams. Fernando Tatis Sr., 2 grand slams against Chan-Ho Park, same inning. And I'm still mad. And now I got to watch Fernando Tatis Jr. be awesome against my Dodgers. I'm over it. You were trying to decide whether to stay. Yes, that makes sense. Now you got me. See, you just want me to sing again. Oh, dude, Fernando down in the dirt, 1-2. If I go, there will be trouble. And if I stay, it will be double. All right. Trevor versus Fernando should not be a time for me to yawn. Kind of a big deal. Two of the biggest stars in the league. Little 1-2 deuce. Might have been slider. On the outside corner, Fernando knocks it into the dirt for a foul ball. Dodgers give me heartburn. Dodgers give her heartburn. That's because she's rooting for the wrong team. If you become a Dodger fan, you wouldn't need to take that antacid. So come on and become a Dodgers fan. I have a YouTube channel, Nate Campbell. Nate Campbell, tell me about it. What do you do on your channel, Nate Campbell? What kind of content is on Nate Campbell's YouTube channel? Nate Campbell, I'd like to know. 1 ball, 2 strike. Again down in the dirt. Fernando wants to swing at it, but he doesn't. Now it's 2-2. Yeah, the words didn't quite fit the song, Jesse, but I did my best. I have a little bit of a headache. I might need to go take an ibuprofen. I've got my window open. I wonder if I bet I'm getting cedar in here or something. I don't know. 2-2 again down and away. This was a fastball, but definitely pitching Fernando Tatis Jr. down and away. Technology. Nate, tell me more. I love tech. What kind of tech? Tell me more, Nate. I will check it. In between innings, I will go check out your channel. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 Fernando Tatis Jr. tying run at the plate because it's a 1-run game. Manny Machado on deck. I'm going to say it again, man. The Padres camos are sweet. Oh, I love it. Huge fastball, outside corner. Didn't see the miles per hour, but he threw heat. Hits himself in the chest like King freaking Kong. Love it. Bottom of 6. I'm going to stay here because Trevor's still on the hill, and I love Trevor, and I'm not going to miss any Trevor time. Yeah. So Jesse's saying, say skip the next game, go rest and come back. I could just kick back and watch Pete's show and then come back for Creator Talk. I could do that. I might do that. I'll feel bad if I do that. But I might do that. You know what, Jesse? I think you've got a point. I missed last Sunday. So here, everybody can listen. 13 of you are here, but me and Jesse are gonna have just me and Jesse. I missed last week and I felt guilty. I was doing life. But I felt bad. And I want people to get in the regular. That if I tell people I'm going to do it and I don't do it, and I've done that a lot lately because, wifey. Well, I don't know. Let me know in chat. Anybody else have an opinion? Let's just have some fun with it. Anybody else have an opinion? Should I just bail on the next game? Take a little rest, go downstairs, I got lasagna and I got hot dogs downstairs. So I could have a baseball meal, I could have a me meal. I could watch Pete's show, I can watch the game on a more comfortable chair, and I can get ready for Creator Talk, which is probably what I should do. Or I just watch the game like I'm supposed to, Braves Cubs, and talk about yeah, Pearl. No, Pete does a great job. You're right. And I don't like going when my buddies are going. Yeah. You know what? You're right. You're right. I'm tired and I should trust myself. And I haven't even been on my Peloton yet. Yeah. You know what? Let me see. Nobody's going to care, right? Nobody's planning on going and is going to be sad if I'm not there, right? It's already got 5 likes. Yeah, no, you know what? I'm going to cancel. I'm going to delete it. Boom. I'm going to delete it. Deleting it off of YouTube right now. It's gone. So I'm going to finish the Dodger game here with Trevor, and then I'm going to take a break. Then I'm going to send you guys all over to check out Pete's channel, watch the interview with D&G Explorers, Derek and Gregory from D&G Explorers, maybe watch the game downstairs, be a little more comfortable, and come back for Creator Talk Live. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Pearl, Jesse, thank you. See, those are good friends. You help me out. I don't know why I feel guilty, right? It's not like somebody's, oh man, where's Jeff? It's not like, so support Pete. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Done. All right, so we're at the top of the 7th CT. Chris Taylor leading off. We're up 2-1. We being the Dodgers. 2-1, the good guys. Good guys being the Dodgers, bad guys being the Padres. It's not your fault, San Diego. You're just not the Dodgers. Pro Manhattan with the truth. There you go. I'm going to put that on the board. Kind of like that. Boom. Truth. Oh, Pro, you're sweet. I mean, it's not like I'm going to get sick or nothing, but I'm a little tired, got a little headache, and I'm hungry. Yeah. It doesn't hurt. Take a break. Tell you what, you only get 3 notifications a day. So hypothetically, I could go downstairs, I could have some hot dogs, or I can have some lasagna, calm down, enjoy myself, and I could edit the end of that video, which is basically done, and I could put up the video today. Could do that. Besides, Jeff's bully needs a break. And Lady Disaster wants to let back out of her cage. Oh, I like it. To raise hell. Nice. Pearl, Jesse, you guys are so sweet. I appreciate it. Thank you. And everybody else here, too. I'm not just trying to ignore everybody else. Yep, it's done. I deleted it. We're going to skip it. Give Pete some love. So that was definitely, the Dodgers announcers are saying what I was about to say. That ball is outside. It's been consistent all day. He's been calling pitches outside all day, and he did there too. Wow. So they're showing it with the replay. It really was. It's not even that close. Yeah. That's not that close. What do you do? He's calling it for everybody. He's been calling the outside pitch all night, but I had to lock Lady Disaster in her cage. She kept running amok all over streams today. You have been everywhere. Hey, it's fun, right? You be you. You have fun. So is there weather anywhere, Jess? Is there any wild weather in America right now? I don't think there is there? Nada. Yeah, I didn't think so. Dodgers play the Padres 19 times this year. We're up 2-0 so far. About to be up 3-0 if this score holds, which is a big deal. 0-2 on Muncy, who's already struck out twice. You don't want a third K. And he pops it straight up. Looks like he's not going to strike out. Looks like he's going to pop up to the catcher, which is not much better. But I guess it's not 3 Ks. 2 outs. Jesse wants severe weather. Mother Nature needs to get with the program. She's bored. Let's go, Francisco. What's going on, Francisco? Francisco shows up in green, and he has access to emojis. Why? Because he's a member of the channel. And Francisco, I appreciate that. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're having a great day. Happy Sunday. Go Dodgers. Looks like we're going to sweep these Padres all the way back to San Diego where they are currently. We're going to make sure you say hi to Francisco, who's in chat. He's my good friend, big Dodgers fan, been a fan for years, been a friend of mine and my channel for quite some time now. Glad to see you here, buddy. All right, AJ Pollock up 0-1, 2 outs, top of 7. I wouldn't mind getting a run or two. I like our bullpen and all, but I like to give Trevor and the pen a little bit of cushion here. As Francisco pops in, we only have 10 in chat right now, but I appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for being here, spending a little bit of time on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. I hope it's beautiful where you are. It's certainly beautiful where I am today. They're showing Trevor Bauer in the dugout having some fun with Manny Machado. That was a little ground ball to third. He just kind of flicked it underhand all the way to first for a strike. They clearly get along, which is fun. If you're watching the Dodger broadcast, they're showing Brewster Gotterall just back from his injury in the pen. Looks like he's coming out. Well, probably in the bottom of the seventh. We're going to find out shortly because that's the end of the inning. Looks like Trevor is not coming out. So, yeah, we're going to the bullpen. Brewster Gotterall, who pissed off the Padres last year in the playoffs. That'll be fun. Came over in the trade from the Twins, where we sent them Kenta Maeda. Honestly, been a great trade for both teams. Maeda's elite, one of the top 5 pitchers in the AL last year, and Gotterall is filthy in our pen. Being here with you this game has helped me. Oh, that makes my day, Jesse. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I wanted to hear. I didn't want to ask. Thank you. And it makes me happy. I mean, come on. That's why we do this, right? It's fun. You know, when Roberto Blake is one of my favorite creators, and I listen to him, he gives advice. He's pretty blunt. He battles depression, and he's had times in his life where he was unsure of himself, and it's hard for me to understand that because I'm a guy. I don't battle depression. I battle. I love me some me. How do I love me some me less, or how do I show people some? What's the right way to say it? I have a big self-esteem. I love me. It's not that I think I'm better than anyone. I love you guys. I love everybody. I love everybody until I see that they're not lovable, right? I like people. And I think we're all great. I think we all can do amazing things. And then there's this guy named Roberto Blake, who's an amazing creator, right? And I look up to him, right? He creates great tech content, and I learn a lot from him, and I just think he's a great guy. And then he talks about how he battles depression, and he doesn't feel like he's good enough, and he feels like he has imposter syndrome. And he's the one that said this, and I've said it a lot. Right when the pandemic started, he said, now to creators, talking to creators, now more than ever, you need to create more, not less. When more people are home, people are stuck at home because of the pandemic, or they're stuck at home for whatever reason, right? You've got to be more for your community, not less. You got to create a bigger community and be there more for your community. You got to create more for your viewers, because it helps us all, right? And this comes from a guy who's fought that. I found that juxtaposition fascinating. He sees the value in it, yet he doesn't see the value in him as much as I do. And isn't that the case for all of us? We worry so much about what people think. You know what most people think about you? I'm talking about everybody here, not one person, everybody. They think better of you than you think they do. Let me say that again. Most people think better than you think they do. We look at people and we go, oh, we're being judged. And we are, but usually more positively, and probably we even deserve, right? Certainly than we think. That's just the case. People look up to people, right, who do what they do. When people bitch and moan about other people, it's really about them. If I'm bitching and moaning about whoever, that's about me, not them, almost assuredly. What I think about other people is, wow, the good stuff. You know, do people really sit around and go, oh, he does this and she? I mean, there's the people. You know, I think that's a function of our social media. It's a function of our crap television. I'm not saying there's not people who are talking about other people. I mean, weak people talk about other people. Great people think about ideas, but mostly people are saying better things about you than you think. In general, in my personal opinion. So, point being, Roberto Blake, who fought depression, fights depression, fights imposter syndrome, doesn't think he's good enough, right? And has millions of subscribers and inspires somebody like me who has a big self-esteem and thinks he can do anything and thinks I think you can do anything. I think we can all do. I mean, I can't flap my wings and fly, but if we want to do it, we can. It's weird. My point is, I think we put it on ourselves. Does that make sense? I don't know. I hope that makes sense. I hope somebody took that and made them feel better. There's an issue with my main channel. I'm not sure how to fix it. What is it? I can help. I mean, I hope I can help. What is it? Send me a note. Maybe it'll be I don't even know what the topic is for Critter Talk Live tonight. Anyway, Gratterall versus Manny. Gratterall versus Manny was the argument in the playoffs last year. Manny didn't like his attitude and Gratterall didn't care. So that was fun to watch. Gratterall gives up a line drive into, Manny has gone the 5-6 hole between third base and shortstop 3 times hard, twice against Bauer, once against Gratterall for 3 hits on the day. Yeah, I'm guessing we should move our shortstop over there. My videos aren't showing on the home screen in there. Oh, we're talking about a Lady Disaster channel, right? See what I can see. Pitch gets away. Manny's going to run down in a second. See, I'm assuming we're talking about the Lady Disaster channel. If I'm wrong, let me know. That's right. You're not the only Lady Disaster. I need to get a link for your channel or something. This happened to me last time I wanted to see it. Well, that's not you, right? It's got 24 subscribers. That's not you. Huh. I can't see it. I can't find you. Shoot, ground ball down left field line. Hosmer's going to double in Manny, tied up 2-2. Hosmer takes him the other way, and that quick, we are tied at 2. Okay, you sent it to my install. I'll check it right now. Hosmer with the clutch double. That boy is the king of doubles. Two Dodgers Padres tied up. Bottom of the 7th. As soon as Bauer comes out, there goes the win. Gratterall was only thrown to 2 batters or so and already not looking good. Okay, now it's making me log in. Hosmer's on second, will take the lead for the Padres if he scores. It's making me log into my Instagram on my phone. Hey, Bella. What's going on, Bella B? Welcome in. I'm not sure why it's not letting me log into my Insta, Jesse. Trying again. There we go. Bella, hope you're having a great day. I'm a Dodgers fan. Dodgers versus Padres just tied it up. Eric Hosmer doubled in Manny Machado. Channel's got his 3rd hit of the day. Hosmer knocks him in, and we're tied up at 2. Bauer just came out. Bauer versus Snell was the game. Cy Young versus Cy Young. They're both out of the game now. Neither's going to get a win. Neither's going to get a loss. This will be a game of the bullpens now. Oh, and 2 pitch from Gratterall. Okay, so Lady D, there you are. Boy, my phone is not being very cooperative. Your phone and computer hate me. Belly, you're a Yankees fan? That's all right. I like you anyway. We had a couple of Yankees fan in there earlier. President Leash is a good friend of mine and a big Yankees fan. I don't know if you're still here, Leash, but there you go. If so, we got 2 Yankees fans in here. Welcome in. Your Yankees aren't having the best early season, but I suspect it'll get better. I think you need a little pitching. But so right, yeah, that Lady D, I got you now because you got Nick and you got Corey and you got Donna on there. Love it. San Diego with the beat LA. So I see it. What do you want me to find? What's you said it wasn't showing up on your screen? Okay, so on your home, you've got it set to show your channels. Go into your settings and it'll show your videos more like this. Does that make sense? So go into your creator studio, Jesse, and just walk through it and you can set it up any way you want. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. That's what you're talking about. Currently, you've got it set, or it is set, whether you did or not. It is set to show your partner channels or whatever you call that. So because it's got when you go to your channel, it shows it had Nick and Corey and Donna rather than your stuff. So go to Creator Studio and then here, I'll just pull it up so I'm not lying to you. So click on when you're in YouTube, click on you, right? It's going to be the icon. And then click on YouTube Studio. And then click on Customize Channel. And there you go. Gratterall with the strikeout. 1 out, man on second. The go-ahead run now on second. Eric Hosmer, after giving up a single, and then a double, the Padres to tie it up. Jesse, I hope that helped. Go to do that, and should be a couple clicks. It should at some point it should say on there videos that you want returning subscribers to see, videos for new people to see, and I would suggest you putting on your what did you call it? Official promo video for extreme weather. And I know you're using TubeBuddy, or at least you downloaded TubeBuddy. I would go into that video and change the name, the keyword, use the keyword explorer, come up with a good name, Extreme Weather 2021, something like that. So it's more searchable. Make sense? Good. Got it. Cool. Hope that was helpful. And that's the kind of stuff we talk about on Creator Talk Live, actually, which is our Sunday night show, which will be tonight. We'll be talking about, maybe we'll talk about that, how to optimize your channel. I don't know. I've got a bunch of ideas that I didn't bother with coming up with a topic for yet, just because I haven't talked to Lynn. So maybe it'll be that. Bottom of 7th, 2-2. 2 outs, 0-1 count, tying run on base. Gratterall is trying to get out of this inning, only giving up the tying run. Hey, Nate, what's going on, buddy? Glad you're back. Gratterall trying to get the outside corner. The ump likes the outside corner for the righties, but not so much the lefties. It seems that was definitely a little off. Nope, still didn't fix it. I'll get it if it's the last thing I do. I wonder why. Go to the Creator Studio, and then go to edit your go to YouTube Studio. Click on YouTube Studio. And then click on your content. That should take you to your channel dashboard. Deep last foul. So really, maybe I should say it this way, Jesse. Maybe it's easier if you just go to your channel, and if you're signed in, you should have on the top, customize channel right there. We'll say customize channel, manage videos. Click on the blue customize channel link. Maybe that'll make it easier for you. There we go. Now we got that little booger on there. Oh, okay, there you go. Good. Go ahead and run it third for the Padres here in the bottom 7th. This is Eric Hosmer as Gratterall comes to the plate. Nope, not even close. Ball 4. Gratterall not looking good. Yes. So now when I check your homepage, it's got your videos and then it's got your featured friends. So you did it. Good stuff. I like it. Are all going to come out. We are tied 2-2. Bottom of 7. Not a great first appearance for Bruce Starr today. It's like a double switch for my Dodgers. So listen, we're not going live for the Braves Cubs games, like I said so many times. And take a little break in between. I'm going to check on my wife. I got to be honest. I'm going to get a little dinner. Then we're going to come back for Creator Talk Live. My buddy Pete McDevitt's show will be live with D&G Explorers. They're great. They are Disney cruise aficionados, and it'll be a good time. I guarantee it. Saturday mornings, we have spoken the Star Wars show with my daughter. Baseball, a lot of baseball. Dodger baseball, mostly on the weekdays when they're on the West Coast, if that makes any sense. So if you're new here, just click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell if you're having a good time. If I'm not making any sense and you're bored with me, just hit the dislike button and have a nice day. Sometimes I have to give things an attitude adjustment over here. I mean, maybe not. Maybe that's not the best way to go. Dodgers have been looking good, but the bullpen just gave up a run. We are now tied at 2 in San Diego, bottom of 7. Dodgers making a double switch. Somebody to come in for Gratterall. Try to get out of the 7th inning at least with a tie before we head to the top of the 8th and then the 9th. Should be an interesting end to our ball game. We shall see. 13 of you are still in here. I'm glad every single one of you is here. Again, my name is Jeff Bates, Dole. Dad is this channel. We do Disney. We do positivity. We do sports. A lot of baseball, a lot of football. If that's something you might like, stick around. If it's not, I totally understand. Excuse me. I don't know my schedule this week very well, to be honest with you. I'll be going into work a couple times. Been doing a lot of work from home. And again, with my wife, I'm just not sure what's going on. But I'm pretty confident we'll be going live for the Dodger games the evenings this week. I hope you stick around and check some of those out. Two Dodgers, talking about Dave Roberts on the Dodger broadcast, talking about how they're going to talk about he overcame a pretty bad doctor's report back in the day. I actually got to play against Dave Roberts in high school. He was a year behind me in high school. He was a quarterback on his team, and he was also a speedy outfielder for the baseball team. And he was better than me. That was a lot of fun. Got to meet him as a Padre years later and shared quickly the story. We had a little conversation, and obviously he didn't remember me, but he certainly remembered the games that we played against each other, and that was fun. Pretty good guy. I was a big fan, obviously, because he was a local guy, and always followed his career because, just a local guy. I was very, very, very excited when he got hired as the Dodgers manager. Good. You made some change on there. So, guys, check out Lady Disaster. That's the main channel for my friend Jesse, who is also known as Jeff's personal bully. Lady Disaster, give her a subscription. She's just starting her channel, and I know for a fact it's going to be a lot of fun. Good. Yeah, so when I go, just so you know what I see. Here, let me refresh it to make sure I'm not crazy. Ground ball to second. We're going to get out of the inning tied up 2-2 as we go to the eighth. Thank you, baby. You startled me.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. So, Jesse, just for you. So when you go on mobile, at least, you get your 2 videos, and then you've got, oh, I see. You got featured. Oh, you did make a change. You're so sweet. On your featured friends, obviously you wanted me to see that. I love it. Thank you. You got me and you got Pete and you got LBV. Now, oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Oh, you made my day. Anyway, well, you fooled me. Love it. Thank you very much for that. That's very, very sweet. So, guys, anyway, check out Lady Disaster's channel. When you type in Lady Disaster, it's a couple, but go find the one that is weather related. And once you subscribe on it, it'll show up on your feed more often. Although it didn't for me today, and I'm subscribed, so I don't know what that's about. But anyway, should probably get you a name that is not somebody else's. Anyway, that's a whole thing. You are sneaky. You are sneaky. 8 of you still here. We are going to the top of the 8th. My Dodgers and your Padres are tied at 2. Dodgers looking for the sweep. They're up 2-0 in the Battle of SoCal right now. They've been ahead of the game most of the game, but it is now tied up. Manny Machado with his third base knock got knocked in on a double by Eric Hosmer to tie it up there in the bottom of the 7th. We're now going to the top of the 8th, and it'll be a battle of the bullpens, which is kind of what you suspect. I guess they both work when you get 2 Cy Young Award winners. Trevor Bauer, last year's Cy Young Award winner in the NL, 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Blake Snell was the AL Cy Young Award winner. They both were facing each other today. Great battle. Neither looked at their best. Both were very effective, however. And now we are here at the top of the 8th, and it'll be bullpen versus bullpen, lineup versus lineup. Trevor and Blake both playing some Sega and warming up or icing up their arm. You are sneaky, Jesse. Lady Disaster came about for 2 reasons. 1, my weather stuff, love it. 2, flirting with disaster. I mean, I love it. Yeah, you told me that. I love it. The problem is right now when you type in Lady Disaster, you're 3rd. So we got to fix that. Now, a lot of that will get fixed as you post more. The SOE, the search engine optimization, will start to favor you, because right now it's not favoring you. Right now it's favoring 2 other Lady Disasters. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, so my name is Jeff Bates. If you look up Jeff Bates, you find a country singer. He ain't me. Ideally, I'll create enough content that someday I'll be the first one that pops up. But I ain't now. I mean, I haven't done it in a long time, but I'll do it now. You type in Jeff Bates and you don't get me, you get some country singing guy. Yeah. Jeffrey Wayne Bates is an American country music artist. So the SEO for me, for my name, made me want to have a different name, which is one of the reasons I went with Dole Whip Dad, something that I could build easier to get that known than my name. Because it's like if my name was Barack Obama or Donald Trump or something, you're not going to get it, right? Makes sense. Lady Disaster, the Jeff Boy. I doubt people are going to type that in search, but I like it. You do whatever you want, though. And I'll do what I can to help you get that be the searchable terms that people will search. I mean, it's not like anybody's typing in Dole Whip Dad, but when they see it, hopefully they know, Disney Dad. So I hope it shows Disney to Disney people who know Disney. People who don't know Disney don't know what it is, but that's okay. But if you're a Disney nut, you're going to know it's Disney, right? And then Dad, I hope it shows, family. So hopefully it shows family friendly. That's my goal. Do I need to make an ID called Jeff's YouTube Crush? Bro, you're so sweet. I have the best people, friends. When's your next game? So I canceled tonight's game, honestly. I'm going to go check on the wifey, get some dinner. And so it'll be tomorrow night? Let me check the schedule. Do I have one tomorrow night? Dodgers schedule. And I will be on live tonight for Creator Talk Live. I think they have an off game. Is it Monday or Tuesday? Let me pull it up. Here we go. So today's the 18th. So let me see. I have a. It's not coming up. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to find it for you. The game's base hit for Zach McKinstry. Go ahead, run on first base. Gotta love that. Zach McKinstry is having a good early year. Here we go. So the Dodgers are tomorrow night at 9:10. So I'll likely be Dirk. I'll like. Oh, no problem, Dirk. You have a good one. I'll likely be live tomorrow for the game against Seattle. Anyway, there you go. Anytime they're at home, I want to be the Sunday night guy, but it is what it is. You guys are funny. I mean, you can if you want. Whatever you want to do. You're so sweet. Mookie, man on first, one out. Going to try to knock in the go-ahead run here. Top of 8. Dodgers, Padres tied. Game of the bullpens. Majestic Video Productions MVP. What's going on? I'm subscribed. I'll catch you soon. Thanks. Mookie will win this one. Amen. Dirk, no, thank you. Appreciate you stopping in. Thanks for subscribing. Hope you're not a stranger. Appreciate you. If anything I can do for you, let me know. And again, Creator Talk Live tonight. At tomorrow night, Dodgers, Mariners. Should be fun. Thanks for spending some time. Majestic, how are you? Hope you're having a great night. Mookie, little weak pop up. Probably the short. Yep, to Fernando. Boy, not even out of the infield barely. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Zach on first. I'm glad you're awesome, Majestic. I is toe. What's going on today? You doing anything fun? Ten of you in here now. Appreciate you spending a couple of your minutes of your Sunday with us watching the Dodgers and the Padres having a good time. Dodgers looking to make a sweep of their, I guess, rivals to the south, the San Diego Padres. Watching you and on vacation this week. Where you at? What are you doing for your vacation? Good for you. And Corey Seager up to bat. On 1 count to Corey. Now it's 1-1. 2 outs. Top of the 8th. Go ahead run on first. Corey Seager's been on fire beginning of the 2021 season, including 2 nights ago with a 2-run blast in extra innings to basically put the game away against your Padres. A little bit low, 2-1. You don't want to have Corey sitting dead red fastball in this spot. Double will score the run. That's where we're at, 2-1. Little weak ground ball to first. And that's it. Go to the bottom of the 8th. Cricket Fox in the house. Good morning to you. If you're wondering why Cricket said good morning, it's morning where she's at. Welcome in, my friend. Hope you're having a great Monday for you, Sunday for me. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th in San Diego. Dodgers, Padres are tied up at 2. It's been a really good game. Keona Kella just came in and did a good job. Shut down the Dodgers in the top of the 8th. I wanted to say the bottom of the 8th there. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jeff. Dole Dad is this channel. If you're a veteran here, thanks for being here. A couple new people in here today, and I really, really appreciate it. New subscribers are always our favorite. Veterans, we already love too. Love every single one of you. 11 of you are in the house right now. We've been jumping around between 6 and 14 or 15. I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for spending a little time of your Sunday, a little part of your Sunday, watching and talking a little baseball with me. Creator Talk Live will be tonight. Where we're going to be talking about how to grow, what we do and how to grow on YouTube and other social medias. It's a weekly show we do, and that'll be a lot of fun. We're going to be live for the West Coast games of the Dodgers this week, and they're going to be in Seattle and in LA this week. So there'll be, I think, 6 games this week where we're covering my Dodgers. Do a lot of Disney content here. Hopefully a lot of positivity. You can do stuff. Yeah, that kind of stuff. So I appreciate you spending a little time with us. Majestic says, I've been subscribed, but haven't been able to catch you live. MVP, I appreciate you spending a little time. We try to do a lot of vlogs too. So not everyone likes the live stream. Some people do, some people don't. I try to create a little bit of both. But honestly, big baseball nut. Just want to sit and watch the baseball games. And I prefer having fun with you guys over sitting there and talking to myself. So MVP, thanks for being here. And by the way, I love the name of your channel. Actually, I'm going to check out your channel while I got a minute. Let's check out MVP. All right. Easier to find it if you can spell right. Boom. MVP, I just subscribed. Let me check it out. Look at you. You got a little Avengers, little Rockies. I like you already. First live fun. Good for you. Good for you. I like it. Well, you got 16 now, buddy. Oh, yeah. I'm going to like your stuff. Marvel Talk, Spontaneous Live Marvel Talk, new Disney movies. Got Myers and the Mouse. I'm friends with them. All right. Good stuff. Well, welcome. Glad to see you here. I'm going to definitely check out your channel more. All right, here we go. Bottom. I don't keep saying the top. Bottom of the 8th. We're in San Diego, not in LA. Bottom of the 8th. Who we got? Scotty Alexander, a little lefty for the Dodgers, looking like easy ground ball to short. Was that Profar? Oh, took him off the base. That's an E6. Corey Seager pulled him off the base. That's not good. Dodgers give up an error, and the first hitter at the bottom of the 8th is now on first base. Yep, definitely pulled him off. Yeah, I saw Magic the Mouse was on there. They're my buddies. Oh, no. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. So, again, if it looks like you're new to the YouTube creation, stop by tonight. Creator Talk Live. Me and Lynn talk about that stuff. Hopefully, it'll help us all grow a little bit. So, love to see you there, too. Andrew in the house. Hey, Andrew, what's going on? Jeff, the Sunday Night Baseball game is about to start. I know. I canceled the stream. I thought this game looked like it was going to go longer, so I canceled that one so I could stay here. It was kind of stunk. I should have thought that through, but I'm going to stay here for the Dodger game, watch the end of it, and then I just won't bother because the game already started. So we'll go over to Pete. So I was suggesting we go over to check out Pete's channel. He's interviewing D&G Explorers tonight, and we'll skip the Sunday night game, Andrew, because I'm here doing my Dodgers. Kind of stinks. A little bit of overlap today. Didn't realize it. So I'm going to take advantage of it and take a little break. Wasn't my plan, but, best laid plans, right? Best laid plans. Yeah, that's kind of bummed, but it is what it is. Myers and the Mouse, yeah, I love them. Love them. They're my friends. Anyway, Andrew, welcome in. If you were here already, I didn't see you. Welcome in. If I missed you earlier, I apologize. What do you mean, Jesse? I haven't watched the video yet. I'll watch it here when we're done, but you mean the title? If you're looking for the title, just use the Keyword Explorer on TubeBuddy, like we talked about. That'll help. That'll optimize it and help you out. Anyway, man on first. 0-2 count to Jake, who went deep earlier. Jake Cronenworth. Yeah. Use TubeBuddy. It'll help. It's exactly what you need for the title. Keyword Explorer. Interesting shadows right in between the pitcher and the hitter catcher right now. Maybe Majestic. I don't know what I'm doing this Wednesday. I'll probably be doing a Dodger game in the evening. What time is your game or your show? Oh, send me a note. Majestic, send me a note. You can get me at dolewhipdad@gmail.com, or you can join my Slack channel here. I'll give you a link to my Slack. Probably the best way to get a hold of me, honestly. I mean, I check my emails, but I get a lot. Looks like we're going to have another pitching change. Robert's coming out talking to the ump. So that means it's going to be a double switch. Majestic, I'm going to pull up my Slack channel. I can give you a link to that, or you can just email me at doledad@gmail.com. It's like they're bringing in Kenley. I'm trying to see who that was. Looks like they're bringing in Kenley Jansen, but didn't get a good look at who they were showing right there. There we go. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get the link for my Slack channel. It is most likely the easiest way to get a hold of me. Oh, I also have a text number for the channel. Here, I'll get that. I'll get that one in a minute. Where the heck is it? Here we go. Okay, finally. So, invite people. Okay, so if you want to join my Slack, this is for Majestic or anybody else, you can direct lots of stuff on there. I haven't been updating it too much lately, but that's where I put my channel and family stuff that I put out there. You can sign up right there. If you want my channel text number, I'll pull that up for you real fast. So this number is for my channel. You can call it, I won't answer, but you can text when you get me anytime. And there you go. You can text me at that number anytime you want. Again, it's my secondary text number. It's a Google Voice number, so you can call it, but I won't answer. But you can text it anytime you want. There you go. Lady Disaster just joined the Slack. Welcome in, Jesse. Love having you. Yeah, the Slack is truly the best place to get a hold of me. Well, that's why I added the text number, though, too. Again, it's just a Google Voice number. It's just added to my phone. So you can call it, but I don't even think it'll ring. If it does, it'll go to voicemail. But you can text me anytime there. It's a good service. It's free. It's awesome. Great way to get a hold of me. I know. I just saw that. Santana almost got Fernando. And anyway, you can text me there, or is that the right number? That doesn't feel right. Fernando got buzzed there. Hold on, I don't want to miss a pitch. Doesn't feel like it's the right number. Hold on, guys. Yeah. All right, that's the right number. There you go. That's me then. All right, so Santana buzzes Fernando Jr. here. Go ahead, run it first. What do you got? 1 out, right? 1-1. Count. Tighten in. Ball 2. So, okay. So resetting. 2-1 to Fernando Tatis Jr. Tying run on base, or go ahead and run on base. Bottom of the 8th in San Diego. My Dodgers, your Padres tied at 2. Dodgers going for the sweep in San Diego. Won the first 2. Been a great game. Been a great series. And as it relates to the channel, I just gave you all a link to my Slack. Lady Disaster, Jesse just signed up. It's one of the best ways to get a hold of me. I get a lot of emails, but that comes to my Slack. I'm always on my phone. Also, I gave you the 682-302-5333 number. That is my text number just for my YouTube friends. Make sense? All right, back to the game. Santana versus Tatis. This is a big matchup. Fouled away. We are full count 3-2. Hey, we got another person signed up. I don't know the name. Somebody in chat just signed up for the Slack. Thank you guys so much. Go ahead and make sure you put your name in there so I can see it on my notification. It called you UPMONOP. There you go, Cricket. Thank you, Cricket. I'll respond on Slack later, but thank you to you. So there you go. So Cricket and Lady Disaster have joined on Slack. You should too. Again, generally my world has been a little crazy the last couple of weeks, probably being sick and all, but that is where I post what I'm doing. That's where I post my stuff first. I've got different channels. It is the best way for me to see what you're trying to say to me because it's on my phone. Also, I've got the text number that I got for you guys that I'm watching the game on my phone right now, so I won't respond to your text during the game. But there you go. I will respond to you. In between innings, I'll check just to make sure I got you MVP. So yeah, as Cricket just told you, we walked him in the dirt ball for first and second. Man, this is getting scary. 1 out. Go ahead and run a second. We need a double play. Getting a little hairy. This is Manny. By the way, 30 likes. I appreciate every single one of you for smashing the like button. No dislikes. What's wrong? I'll do harder. I'll work harder next time. Thank you guys so much for clicking the like button and hanging out today. Manny Machado, 3 hits, all off fastballs, all in the 5-6 hole between third and short. Danny Santana. Big AB here for Manny. I would really much prefer not having to face Fernando, we just got, and now Manny. Andrea, welcome. I was going to ask, what should I put? Because now, if you've texted me, what I'll do is I'll put you in my phone so I know it's you next time. So I'll put Andrea MVP now that I know here. I better write that down. Nice to meet you officially. Pop up to left center. Kind of a tougher play than I wanted it to be. AJ makes it. Now we are 2 outs. I'm upstairs here, and I got my window open. I got a bunch of noise, right? And so I can see into my backyard, but I can also see into my neighbor's backyard. And it's 3 cute kids playing on their jumper thing. What's that called? Trampoline. That hard word I couldn't think of. But it's very cute. It's very cute. They're having a good old time. 4 kids. Excuse me. There's 4 kids on there. Anyway, they're making fun, happy noise. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Nice to meet you too, Andrea. There we go. Andrea. Is it Andrea or Andrea? Yeah, and Andrea, Cricket, Andrea, Jesse, Lady Disaster, Jeff's favorite bully. Lots of my very good friends in here right now. Hope you guys enjoy each other. Base it up the middle. Gonna put the Padres ahead. Unfortunately. First and third. Oh, they got him at third. To end the inning, he came off the base, but the Padres do score the go-ahead run. No, interesting play there. Dodgers get out of the inning, but not before Tatis came off the bag. Hey, Jack Waterley, what's going on, buddy? Jack is here. Tatis comes off the bag. They make the tag. Fernando's staying there, so he seems to think on the replay he's going to be safe. But whatever. Regardless, the damage is currently done. Dodgers are down 3-2. Let's watch the replay here. I think that's a bad call. I think he's safe at third. He came off the bag. They put on the tag. By the time he put on the tag, he was already back on the bag. Yeah, he's going to be safe on review. Nope, they already called it. Safe on review. Yep. 16 of you watching my heart go into my throat. The next game's already started. I have canceled that stream. I guess we could stay live here and watch the next game too. I'm a little bummed right here. We'll just continue to watch the game and see how it goes and make a decision at the end of the game there. But my good friend Pete is going to be live here in a minute. My Dodgers are now down 3-2 to your Padres. 2 outs, and what do we got, man, on first and third? Cricket, it's Oral Hershiser is the color commentary guy, and he does a good job. We'll see, JK. We'll see. I hope you're right. They do a good job. You know, it's different. It'll never be Vin. I do enjoy Oral. I like the team, but it's not the same. But I mean, that's not fair, right? Like, the best ever's the best ever. Santana throwing fire, 97 down the middle for a strike there. We are 0-1, 2 outs, first and third, but the Dodgers have given away the lead. Tommy Pham, who's hitting a $122 so far on the year. Looking to do a little more damage. Padres take second, no throw down. Yeah, he does a good job. Oral Hershiser, he was an elite pitcher for the Dodgers in the 80s. Did a good job in the 90s too, for that matter. Came over to the Rangers, was pitching coach, did a little front office stuff in Texas and I think some other places, and then came over to LA and is now doing a good job announcing. I enjoy his stories very much. JK, you're totally right, but I'll tell you what, 3-0 is a lot better than 2-1. 2-1 is one game, 3-0 is 3 games. So a sweep in San Diego is so psychologically defeating to the Padres. I want to have it over them. I'm not going to lie. Yes, Cricket, really big shoes to fill is dang right. Andrea, I am not. I was born in LA. I grew up in San Diego, though, when we were right before I went into kindergarten. So I don't know, was I 4? I guess we moved to San Diego, and about a decade, I lived in Southern California throughout my life until about a decade ago. We moved out here to Texas, and so we're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. But I'm a big Dodgers fan. Mark Melanson, their closer, they being the Padres closer, up in the pen. 8th year, right? Love Andre. I can't even talk. Andre Ethier. Big fan of that guy. Yeah, the sweep would be great. Tommy Pham, second and third, 2 outs, could really put a dent in my Dodgers coming back chances with a base hit right here. Love to get to the top of the 9th down by 1. Cricket telling me I'm about to see some bad news. Pham with a blast, going to be a double down the left field line, going to knock in 2, and the Dodgers are down 5-2. Bad news for me. I do have Pham on one of my DraftKings rosters, so I guess I'll get a couple easy points there, but that is a bummer. 5-2, Padres take the lead in San Diego. Looks like the Dodgers aren't going to get that sweep without at least 4 in the 9th. Right, MVP, Andrea? Yeah, that's a lot to keep track of for sure. That's one of the things I wish YouTube would do. I wish they would have a place where I could click on Cricket Fox or Majestic Video Productions or wherever, and then write notes. So like when I meet somebody for the first time, I can, hey, they're from here, this is their name, or maybe they sent me a super chat, or I mean, I can see members because they're in green, but you can't, something to reinvigorate the memory. Yeah, I don't know. I would like that. I would like that a lot. And I think they likely will do that someday. Pop up going to the end of the inning. We're going to go to the top of the 9th. Dodgers down 5-2. Melanson coming in a safe situation. That wasn't the best inning of the Dodgers season. I'll throw that out there. Padres looking good. Dodgers looking bad. They're in the 8th inning. We'll see what happens. Melanson's been pretty much lights out this year. Heading to the top of the 9th. We are not going live for the late game, the Sunday night game. That was the plan, but we're not going to do it because this stream, I mean, the game probably already started. Let's pull it up. Has the game started? I think it probably has. Oh, if I hit the right button. If I could hit the right button. Let's see. Yeah, it's already in the top of the first. It's already 3-0 Atlanta in that game, and we're still here doing this game. So I'm just not going to bother. That's weird. I'm not going to start. I could just continue this stream, I suppose. The truth is I'm going to take a break. I'm going to get some dinner. I'm going to check on the wifey, and then we'll come back for Creator Talk Live tonight. We're going to be talking about how we grow on YouTube, how we build community, how we have a good time together. We'll be doing that with my co-host, Lynn, from the Lynn Project. It's always a lot of fun. Hopefully it's a lot of good information for all of us to get better at this craft that is creating on YouTube. Yes. Pete doesn't have a game tonight. Pete is interviewing D&G Explorers, which should be coming up pretty dang soon here. Exactly, Cricket. That was kind of what I was thinking. So that'll be good. I should probably text Pete and let him know that. I think I will. Yeah, so guys, give me 5 seconds here. Pete is on in 30 minutes exactly. So let me send it to him right now. Hey, Pete. Dodgers game still on. Sunday night game has started. So I'm just sending people to you. Hey, Pete, Dodgers game still on. Sunday night game has started, so I'm just sending people to you instead of doing Sunday night game. I'll be live for Creative Talk after. There you go. So I don't know. He may or may not care, but that way he's not telling people that I'm live too when I'm not. So it's a little weird, guys. If you're wondering what's going on, normally I do the Sunday night game of the week. I did the Dodger game instead, and now the Dodger game is a long game, and it's going into the Sunday night game of the week, which I did not anticipate. I should have planned that out a little better. So, long story short, I'm not doing a second live stream, which would have already started while I'm still over here. I thought about ending the Dodger game early, but I didn't want to. It's a good game, right? So I'm going to stay to the end of this one, and then rather starting a game that's already started, just going to go get some dinner, check on the wifey, check out Pete's stream, watch the game on my own, and come back for Creator Talk Live. So all that to say, sorry if you're really excited about the Cubs and the Braves, but I'm not going to be going live for that. 14 of you still in chat, and I appreciate that. In about 20 minutes or so, Pete will be live with DG Explorers, Pete from the Pete McDevitt channel, and I'd very much like you guys to go check that out. He's a good guy. If you guys like Disney content, if you're into cruising, D&G talks about that on their channel, as does Pete. Disney part of it anyway. It's going to be a good time. Pete's interviews are always hilarious, always a lot of fun. He does a great job. You're going to have a good time on his channel. He's also the co-host, a partner channel of mine, good friend of mine, and co-host of NFL Watch Party over on his channel during the football season on Thursday nights, including in that we're going to be doing some draft coverage coming up really, really soon. Long story short, I'm skipping the Sunday night game. Be back next week. It'll be Padres Dodgers. I guarantee I'll be back because I'm going to do Dodgers first. Oh, and I should definitely put the game back on because I turned it off to text Pete. So I hope all that makes sense. Hey, Nate. Padres just took the lead. They're now up 5-2. Oh, I turned that up too loud. They're up 5-2, top of the 9th. The Dodgers batter are in the deep, dark shadows. Advantage Padres. 5-2 Dodgers. Nope, 5-2 Padres. Top of 9th. JT, Justin Turner, who's been on fire, leading off the 9th. The Dodgers don't get 3. This game is over. Melanson will pick up a save. Full count to JT. Welcome in, guys. 14 of you here at the end. We've been live for a little more than 3 hours, whether you've stayed the whole time or you just got here, whether you were here earlier and you're not here at all, whether you remember the channel or you're not, whether you super chatted me or not, whether you any of it at all, for even a second popping in means a lot to me. And I appreciate you spending a little time on your Sunday with me here watching the Dodgers and the Padres. I do a lot of Dodger content. I do a lot of football content. I do a lot of Disney content and some other silly stuff too. So I hope you're having a good time. If you are, stick around, subscribe. If you're not, I understand that too. Pete is getting ready for his show, which starts in about 20 minutes. He's interviewing D&G Explorers over on his channel, Nate, in about a half hour or so, something like that. Strike three. Melanson sits down, JT. Guys, if you want to join my Slack, I put it in the chat earlier. I've been forgetting to put it in chat lately. We added 2 people today from the chat. You can check. The easiest way to get a hold of me is through my Slack. I try to promote my videos and what else I'm doing. Sometimes I put stuff just on there that only, people who are on my Slack will know. Mostly it's just me telling you, hey, this show's happening at this time or whatever. It's a great way. There you go. Pete got my message. Good. And it's the best way for you to get a hold of me. I also dropped my text number in there earlier. Anybody for the channel wants to text me. While I'm live, I'm not checking it, obviously, but once the game's over, I'll check them all. And yeah, good way to communicate with me if you want. Ball 1 strike here. Top of the 9th. Dodgers down by 3. Not looking great for my Dodgers to pull off the sweep like I was hoping. I threw that up on screen, guys. Again, that's my number. If you want to get, you can text me anytime. Again, not while I'm live because I won't notice it. But when I'm not on live, it's the best way to get a hold of me because it goes straight to my phone, that or the Slack. Let me get caught up in chat. Did you have a Dodgers jersey? Does that mean jersey, Nate? Yeah, I've had a bunch in my life. I don't know if I have any right now. Probably do. I haven't worn a jersey in a long time. I'm assuming that means jersey. Little weak ground ball. Play it first. We are down to our last out. 2 outs. Top of 9th. 5-2 bad guys. So again, we're not going live because there's 2 outs. I should get to the end. Not going live for the Cubs-Braves game. The game has already started. That's just weird. Dodgers come first for me, so I changed the schedule around. Also going to take a little break, check on the wifey, get a little dinner, be back for Creator Talk Live. I'm going to ask you, if you want to stay live on YouTube, please stick around. My buddy, my partner channel, Pete McDevitt, my good friend, he's alive with D&G Explorers. D&G Explorers, great Disney creators, big Disney cruise people. So it's a lot of fun to get to know them. I've had them on my channel when I used to do an interview show. Good group of guys, a lot of laughs. So I hope you check them out. I don't have Google Duo. I may actually. Nate, I may have downloaded it, but I don't think I've ever used it. I think I used it once at dinner just to learn it one night, maybe a year ago. But no. I think it's on my phone, but I'm not using it. And that's going to be it, guys. CT, Chris Taylor pops up to Eric Hosmer to win the ball game for the bad guys, the Padres. Guys, that's it. Padres win 5-2. Dodgers win the series 2-1. Padres win the game 5-2. Dodgers seem to be in charge of the game, right? But it didn't work out. But let's say hi, Andrea. I told you, Pete is awesome. Pete is hilarious. It's one of my favorite people on the planet. Love the man. I really do. Great guy. Love them. So yeah, if you're a friend of Pete's, you're a friend of mine. I'll tell you that right now. And that's a good segue to tell you that Pete is going to be live any minute with D&G Explorers, live on his channel, interviewing D&G. Hope I was not too far. No, just maybe a second or two. You were fine. And it doesn't bug me anyway. You do your thing. So anyway, no Cub Brave game because the game has already started. Creator Talk Live in a couple hours. It'll be after Pete's show tonight. Just subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and that'll be live. I may or may not put a video up tonight. Honestly, I'm going to check on the wife. I'm going to get some dinner, take a little rest, and I'll be back for Creator Talk Live. So all of you who have been here, thank you. If you're still here, thank you. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Go check out Pete's channel. See you tonight for Creator Talk Live. Tomorrow, most of this week, the Dodgers are on the West Coast. We'll be doing a lot of Dodger content this week. I just want to say thank you. Have a great rest of your Sunday. If I don't see you over on Pete's channel, if I don't see you on my channel later, appreciate you spending the time now. Be good to each other. Have fun storming the castle. Go do something awesome for somebody. It's the best way to make your day better. And I mean this. I love you guys. All right. I'll see you soon. Check out the Slack channel. Oh, there you go. Tina just sending me a message on Slack. Check out the Slack channel. Check out the number, the text number right there if you want to. I'll be checking those right now. And then I'm going to get some food. Nate, your name is Keaton. Well, that's cool. Should put that instead of Nate. So I'll know. But welcome in, Keaton. Good night to you, Jack. Good night to Jack, Nate, Pearl, Andrea, Cricket, Jesse. Everybody else has been here. Go say hi to Pete for me. Love you. See you next time. Bye for now.